See?
Lana Del Rey.
How did you get fucking tangled into this nightmare?
My girl likes it. It was the concert itself. Her herself is a very good singer, but it was.
What does she sing?
Kind of like ballad sort of stuff. I don't know. I mean,
did you feel like taking a fork and stabbing yourself in the eye?
No.
The second song.
No, her song.
No.
Her songs herself are fine. I haven't been to I haven't seen people like that ever. So it was at the Cosmopolitan. Show was at 7. At 5:30 we get there just because she wanted to be close up front. She likes that. She used to get there like 10 hours early for shows, and that was never my thing. I'm not really into concerts. So we get there and it's like kind of like we're in like the third line. So they have a ballroom filled. You know how they have like lines in movie theaters with the ropes? They did that with big tables. So we sit there for an hour and a half. And when they please open the door, these like 100-pound, 20-year-old girls start pushing the tables over, and it's like the Black Friday scenes, and they start rushing for the doors, and the cops have to slam the door shut, and we're all it's like Black Friday. So after like 20 minutes of these crazy people pushing and shoving, we get in, and we're like in the middle of the crowd now in front of the stage, and people are elbowing you and pushing you, and I don't like people I don't know touching me. I get claustrophobic. So about 20 minutes into that, right when the opening guy starts, about an hour in, because the doors opened at 7, opening guy didn't even start till 8. So around 8 o'clock, I was like, I gotta go sit down somewhere. I told her I had to use the bathroom, and I just went and sat a little bit outside of the concert room. I sat there for like 20 minutes, composed myself. Got a couple of waters for her and me, and when I left, she's like, "You're not going to be able to get back in." And I've been I go to the jumping up and down Israeli guys, and yeah, it's busy, but you can get back in. You can walk around like a human being. When I try to walk back in with the waters, you would have thought I was going to murder these girls' families. They were elbowing me. They weren't letting me in. I was like, "Listen, I'm not trying to stand here. I just want to get to where my girlfriend is with these waters, and I'll leave you alone." And they were running out on me, and I had to like push some girls out of the way. And after like 5 minutes, I just couldn't get to her. It just wasn't happening. So I texted her, I said, "I'm in the back. If you want to come, if you want to stay there, I understand." So she came out. We stood there. When Lana Del Rey came out, it condensed even further. Paula told me that when she used to go to concerts, she would come home at the end of the day bruised up. I don't understand that at all. These girls were throwing punches to like see this concert, and I was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
You gotta talk to these people. You gotta sit this girl down and talk to her.
No.
You can't go to these fucking.
I won't go. We already talked like these concerts are for me.
I don't know how you fall for this shit. Fucking Lana Del Rey. Give her $10 for the fucking CD. You're gonna go to Vegas to see Lana Del Rey. Get it together.
But it was
getting beat up by girls. What the fuck is going on in your world? What do you do all week? Do you hang out with fucking little fags, or do you hang out with flavor?
What?
How are you gonna go to these things? Well, fuck.
It's a concert.
What is Lana Del Rey? What is wrong with you in Vegas?
What?
Next time, give the girl $50 and send her on her own. You're gonna go there like a fucking Momo to get beat up by girls. What is this shit?
Well, next time I'm not going, but it's just
the fuck is the matter with you? We talk all week here.
Who thinks people are gonna act like that?
We talk all fucking week. What are you even going to these fucking disasters for?
Because your girlfriend wants to.
Who gives a fuck? You give her $50, go see Lana Del Rey. You know one of her fucking songs? No. You don't know not one of them. Why would you fucking go sit there like a fucking Momo? This song is great. Yeah, it touches my... Who gives a fuck? Lana Del Rey. Next time you give her a yardstick and you send her solo. Nope. See if she'll fucking go then. She ain't gonna go.
No, she'll go with her friend next time.
Man, you let her go with a friend. You're gonna put up with that shit, Lana Del Rey in Las Vegas. I could see Led Zeppelin killing yourself or Bad Company or somebody.
You know who's coming to the Forum in Inglewood? It's Fleetwood Mac.
That's great. Go see that one, too. You been down to that Forum neighborhood? Wait till you get stabbed in the fucking neck.
That's where Paula lives.
Good. Tell her to go to that one solo, too. You go to fucking Forum?
I thought fucking Lana Del Rey fans would be little girls, and it would be like a nice, peaceful concert.
Like I said, do you know any of her songs?
No.
Not one of them. Why would you go to that fucking disaster?
Because that's what you do when you're dating somebody.
No, you don't. You give them a yardstick. If you said to her, "I'm going to go see these fucking Jews," she don't know who the fuck they are.
She went with me.
Listen, if it was some other fucking obscure band.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like some guy shit. You're not going to take her with you. What's the matter with you, Lana Del Rey? You give her a yardstick, you give her a $50 coupon to eat
That's
at the
what
buffet.
you do with girls. You can't just say go alone.
You go with your girlfriends. You don't put yourself in that predicament.
Well, next time I won't.
No, what the fuck? And 4 hours away for this shit. A hotel room.
No, but we stayed for the week. We had a good time. Otherwise, we had a good time doing
I saw
other
you
stuff.
eating spare ribs.
Those were good.
What was the name of the Chinese place?
Noodles in
Noodles.
Bellagio.
And where'd you stay at?
Trump.
And how was it?
Good.
Was it packed Las Vegas?
No, not Thursday. Friday and Saturday.
Friday is fucking, like I said. And then Friday's even slower. Saturday's the big night in Vegas.
Yeah. Fridays were a little bit busy.
Really? Was busy this time?
A little bit. Saturday was definitely busier.
And what night was the show?
Friday.
Okay, and then what'd you do Saturday?
We gambled. We did what I wanted to do, and I ended up winning. So
it
was fucking fun. No, it's fun. They have a game called Blackjack Switch, where you have to play two hands, but you can switch cards around. That's how you win. That was fun. I don't know. Fucking. It was something.
You love to gamble. I love you.
Oh, I love gambling.
I love you. You're such a dirty, little degenerate Jew. I love it. It's in your blood. I don't know how the fuck you get like your face gets red.
Oh yeah.
I love it. I love it that I would never get that from you.
Oh, I love it. And she got pissed off at me because I was up. Okay, I was up $295 when I left. I wanted to get that $5 extra, and I ended up losing $80 because I wanted to get that $5 extra. But I still ended up like $300 or $400 for the weekend, so I was happy. But that's what you have to do. You have to go with someone who doesn't like gambling because they'll pull you from the table.
Yeah. It's like a little self-control. So you wanted to win the 3 even, and you got the fucking Ugatsburger.
Yeah, but no, I didn't lose everything. Because she got pissed off. She's like, "We're going now before you lose fucking everything."
What time did you gamble to?
Only 2 because we took one of your flights. We took the 6:50 flight out of Vegas. So it
was already packed Las Vegas. The line was already filled in the mornings.
It was just about to. We got there like 5:30, and if we had waited until 6, it would have been bad. But it was a fun weekend. It was when you travel with a person, that's when you can find out if you're actually going to be okay. And the concert, we didn't fight about the concert. We didn't fight about the gambling, really. It was a lot of fun. We went to Bobby Flay. If you have a little bit of money to spend and you're in the Caesar's Palace, Mesa Grill is it's fucking delicious.
What do you eat there, Cox?
I had a ribeye. It was chipotle something. It was like a little bit spicy. It was
tremendous.
Yeah, it was fucking amazing.
How
was Grand Rapids before you fucking yell at me about it? All right, so Lana Del Rey it would have been fine, but these now I can see why you're writing that book for how to be a woman for mercy. Because I was blown up. I was blown when they started pushing the tables over, and you heard boom, 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 and and I looked back at me, and all that hour and a half waiting in line was wasted because everyone just started running, and the cops were like, "What the fuck?"
How many people were at this place?
Had to be 500, 600, at least. If not 1,000.
Mexican people?
A few, mostly white girls.
From LA,
yeah, probably.
No, it's fucking craziness. I've always had problems with concerts in smaller venues.
Yeah.
Concerts in big venues they have control of. It's a bigger venue.
Yeah.
But at smaller venues, it's always kind of fucked up. You never know. And they're fun. If they're really fun, they're fun.
Yeah.
But if it goes sour in the beginning, people pushing and shit, it goes bad. I've never went to a concert where people are pushing. Like, once it got to that shit... I can't. Yeah, I'm like you. I don't like being touched and people being sweat on me.
I would have imagined you could sit down. Like, why don't they have seats at these things? I don't know.
I don't like standing up either for fucking 2 hours. I like to sit down and then you get up and
the idiot in front of you
fucking gets up and you got to stab him in the neck. It's a fucking night. Grand Rapids, let me tell you something. I've always been a fan of Michigan. Always, since day one. I don't know why. I had a friend, Jim Wheeler, who was crazy from Detroit, a white dude that I loved with all my heart. He was there for me when I got locked up. He taught me how to sell cars. And he used to have that shirt that said Detroit, the murder capital of the world. And he used to always tell me about Detroit. That's why when I had the opportunity to get paid the first time, and my friend Todd Jordan asked me, what do you want to do comedy? I said, Joe, Detroit. I've always wanted to go to Detroit. And once I went to Detroit, I started exploring Michigan. I would go to Grand Dan, or I'd go to fucking this one place to do a one-nighter. This is 13, 14, 15 years ago. Mm-hmm. Before anything. I was just traveling around Michigan doing stand-up for John Yoder at these one-nighters that were fucking hell. But I really got to enjoy Michigan. Like, there was something about the people, the girls. You know, people were very open-minded about weed and this and that.
Oh, they've always been open-minded about it?
Yeah. No. It's always been a great fucking city, you know. The decline of Detroit is one thing. That's nothing that they can't control. But I'm talking about Michigan as a whole is a beautiful fucking state to drive through.
Yeah,
I mean,
never
the
been
seasons, you know, you go up, all the way up towards Canada, Mackinac Island. I mean, Traverse City. It really is nice. So, you know, listen, for me to not go anywhere in Michigan is painful for me. I hope that this opens the door now that I could go to more places like Flint and Lansing and fucking.
What is that like? Is it hard for a comedian to get into? I guess the word is market. Is it like hard to get into the state if you haven't been there?
You know, every market is different, and every market has different people that you have to go through.
Okay.
And you know, that market has a ton of comedians, so it's very hard for him to bring people in. You know, he has no reason to bring people in. He has so many great comics in the Midwest that don't travel, that just stay in the Midwest.
Oh, okay.
So when I got in, I had to cancel last year because not of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, something else I had to cancel for. So I didn't want to cancel Grand Rapids. You know, when I got into Grand Rapids, I had been there. This is what I did, and I started thinking about it. In '98, I went back to Detroit with a girl I used to date. And I just called John Yoder one day out of the blue, and I go, look, I'm a comic from L.A. I'm a regular at the store. This is what I've done. At the time, I had done basketball and maybe a pilot for CBS. I go, I'm not calling you to headline. I'm calling you for 25 minutes a night. He goes, I have an opening week. Do it. Doesn't pay much. And I did it, and I did okay, and I got hired to do Gay Pride.
Oh, wow.
In Grand Rapids. And I went back, and they gave me $1,500 and a line of blow, and it was fucking great. And I never went back to Michigan again, but I had a great time. I used to go, and towards the end, I would always be in either Saginaw, Traverse City. Let me get one of those Watersley, Saginaw, Traverse City. I would go to those places, Bay City to do comedy, stuff like that. So I had no idea what to expect at Dr. Grins this weekend. And what I expected was fucking pandemonium. When I tell you fucking pandemonium, I mean pandemonium. I mean, that place was packed. All 5 fucking shows, crazy fucking people, you know, fucking Jew T-shirts everywhere, fucking.
I love it.
You know, it was just really good to go there. Like, I was overwhelmed. If you ask some of the people that came Thursday night and maybe Friday, and they thought my head was somewhere else, I was overwhelmed because I knew people were gonna come, but I didn't know that many people were gonna come. And it was just really cool. You know, people gave me edibles. They gave me edibles for you.
Oh, let me see.
Some beautiful girl made me a plaque that said no momos. My main man gave me a T-shirt for Mercy. Michigan State Spartan T-shirt for Mercy. It was just great. I had some salmon at that restaurant with ricotta and fucking mushrooms and red peppers. I ate the salmon every night. The hotel was great. I mean, it was just... Listen, man, comedy for me now, it's really wild how at shows people always pull me over and they embarrass me, because that's what you do when you say those things to me, that the podcast is helping you by me admitting different fucking things, you know, the drugs, the prison, all this shit. Let me tell you something. This podcast is helping me as much as it helps a lot of people because it keeps me in check. I have to be at my best around you fucking people. I swear to God, I have to be at my best now. I just can't be a regular comic. I got to go the extra mile for these guys. You know, it's really hard to describe. Like, when I used to get on stage before, I didn't know what I was going to do. Now, even if it's an old joke, I'd rather you people laugh than me take a gamble with you anymore. Like, that's to the point I'm at. And I throw new things in there. I'm constantly writing. But it's so weird how much I care for you guys. You know, how much I try to do the best that I can. I try to leave it all out there for you. So as much as you guys are fucking helping me out, or I'm helping you out in the way with the podcast and talking about mistakes and being wrong or whatever the fuck we talk about here, it is what it is. I'm sorry about last week also with the fucking ladies yelling. You know, it was great radio, as my man Timmy Holloway said, but we don't deserve this shit. We got this office. They knew what the fuck we were doing. So and what happened last Monday, to be honest with you, was that I went away from my normal frame of mind. I'm trying to do different things with the podcast. I don't want to be that guy that does the same shit every fucking week. So I try to bring guests in here. I try to have different type of people call in. Last week I made the podcast later, which I didn't like at all. Monday's podcasts are always at 6 a.m. I want to get up with you motherfuckers. I want to see what you're feeling. I want to be there with you from the fucking weekend. You know, we all feel like shit on Monday morning. Who gives a fuck? There's no second place medals on Monday. There really isn't. You got to get the fuck up and do it. And that's why I do this shit Monday mornings at 6 a.m. And from now on, Mondays will be Monday morning at 6 a.m. We're going to move to an office where we could smoke reefer if we wanted. We could jump up and fucking down. I could scratch my balls. I'm going to get a microphone. We're going to turn this into a morning show for you motherfuckers because you guys are putting all the effort in for us. We're going to do the same thing. And I want to touch on something really important because I fuck up. I fuck up, Lee, like everybody else. I say stupid shit every fucking day. I was going to say from time to time. No, every fucking day I say stupid shit. And if you don't say stupid shit every fucking day, you're not going to get something good from time to time. About 3 years ago, I was doing a podcast with Joe. And we were talking about Twitter and Facebook and how I didn't want to be a part of it. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm like, I don't want to be a part of that shit. And they were talking to me and telling me, like, listen, if you're fucking in jail, will one of these idiots from Facebook or Twitter fucking bail you out? What a fucking mistake I said by saying those words. What a fucking mistake, you know? Now we fast forward 3 years later, and I got to tell you something, guys. I don't believe in shit. You got to fucking, I'm from Missouri, motherfuckers. You got to show me. You know, I'm one of those motherfuckers. You want to talk about Bigfoot, bring him to my fucking office, and then I'll talk to you. You want to talk about Martians, bring them over here, and then we'll fucking talk. I'm the type of guy that if I talk to you about something, it's because I've experienced it, or I haven't experienced it, or whatever. But I'm not going to hear the bullshit stories just to give something light. Something happened last week in the Facebook, Twitter community. As far as the church community, one of our friends, Lorne, you know, isn't that his last name? Doesn't matter. He's been with the church since day one. You know, he's been with, he was with me and Felicia. This guy's a good guy on Facebook. You know, post music. I say little things to him. He hits me back last, you know, I don't know what night. I don't even know if I have the freedom to devour this, but last week he lost his son. He lost a 16 or 15-year-old boy, and I can't imagine the pain. And he had sent me videos to look at Thursday or something, or Wednesday, and I wrote him back, and I was going to look at the videos on the plane, because that's, guys, I can't look at all the shit you send me when you send it to me. A lot of the times, I have to look at shit when I have downtime. That's why I answer the emails on Sunday, because I have 2 hours. I can't answer them to you right away, because it would fuck up my whole day. So I try to position everything in chunks in my life. So I didn't look at the video until I was going to fly. When I went to open the message for the video that he had linked on, he wrote something that, Joe, it's okay, it really doesn't matter now. Last night I found my 15-year-old son dead, or whatever his son, you know, and at first I thought it was a joke, you know, I thought it was a joke. I mean, we all joke around and we fuck around, but then I looked at it and I clicked onto his page and I knew that something was different about him, you know, something, he was getting different messages. And I got to tell you something, I got busy in my own world and I put it away, you know, I put it away and I think I had to do a show or something, and then I came back that night. And I really started looking at it. I started reading the postings. And, guys, it was like I knew this man. Because I broke into tears over the loss of his child. I broke into tears while I was on Facebook. I felt so bad. I felt so fucking bad. I understood his pain. You know, I really felt this kid's pain. And I think that I ate my words when I said those words that day on the Rogan podcast. We are a family here. We know, I got to tell you something, guys. I know you guys are going to think I'm crazy. We're connected here in some way on this fucking show or on this internet, because I felt what this poor man was feeling through his child. And what we're doing online right now, with whatever, even if it's 1,000 of us, I don't really give a fuck. But just the people that are in, we're in, man. We're onto something. We're onto something online. These are stupid fucking wires, man. These are stupid fucking wires. And I could feel his pain through those fucking wires on a fucking computer. What does that tell you, man? We're doing something here. It's not the church. Don't tell me it's the church or it's this fucking Jew, gambling Jew. It's you guys. It's us. You know, we're onto something. And the church family, that's it. We become a family. No more family. I don't want to hear this shit no more, man. I don't want to hear this shit no more. I'm going to make new patches and new shirts. This is the church family, because this is what we are. You guys have shown me something that I never had before in all my fucking life. Lauren, our hearts go out to you for your child. If there's something we can do for you, please let me know on Facebook, and we'll all get together. We'll put a GoFundMe, whatever the fuck you need. You haven't asked for $1. You haven't asked for anything. You've been a man, but we're just here to tell you that we're here for you, man. Thank you, and we're sorry.
It's I just want to let you know, because sometimes when you're in the middle of this, you don't see your friends. So I get messages sometimes for shout outs to do on the thing, and I say thank you, but it's not my place to do it. His friend Evan messaged me.
Yes.
Because I was gonna tell you, but you found out before. So he didn't ask me to mention him, but he was the one who told me about it. I don't know if he told you about it too.
Yes, he did too. I already know about it. I wasn't gonna give him one. This is not about a fucking shout out for Lauren. Yeah. Because his son passed. I just want to know the lesson I learned from Lauren this weekend. Little fucking musically. Don't just fucking sit there, cocksucker. I learned a big message from Lauren, so I thank you. And I'm sorry it took a death to make us realize it. Fuck it, Lee. You cocksuckers. Where's these edibles at? That's it. Where's the gummy bears at, bitches? Huh? You thought I wasn't going to open this, huh? You thought I forgot, cocksucker. Huh? It's Monday morning, bitch.
I don't think you ever forget about an edible.
I don't forget. Where's yours?
It's right here.
Well, eat that fucking thing. It's over. That's it. You always complain you're not eating breakfast. I didn't eat breakfast. Oh,
I'm opening it now, and I'm not even...
I'm opening it now.
I never get no credit. Oh, cool. Green or red? Green.
Gotta eat two of them.
I'm not even... Give me a fucking break, dude.
They're 5 milligrams a piece. It's 20 milligrams the whole thing. This ain't doing nothing, deal.
Ooh, this is good.
Yeah. Tremendous motherfuckers. Monday, April 14th. Wake up, you fucks. It's gonna be beautiful out there today. Anyway. What the fuck, Lee? Stop drinking water, cocksucker. It's a beautiful day to be alive.
Stop drinking water. Fuck water. No, it was, that's,
What did I say to you? Yesterday, in 1984, when I was home, I went back to New York for some reason because I'm an asshole. I want to be with some girl or something. And I went home, and something happened in April that year on Palm Sunday that I forgot all about. Mm-hmm. There was a massacre in New York City. They massacred a family, Lee. Jesus. A mother and 9 kids. Maybe a man or something, but they were all kids. They were all kids from 5, I don't know what the ages were. It was one of the most horrible things I've ever seen in the newspaper. They showed the funeral.
Okay.
On Easter Sunday, they showed the inside of the Daily News was a picture of the funeral parlor. It was just caskets. Oh. It was like a small war.
Yeah.
And at the time, they had blamed it on the Colombians, that the family had owed Colombians some money or some shit like that. But, life went on. I forgot all about it. And yesterday morning, I get up in Grand Rapids, and I'm looking at the computer in the morning. I'm drinking coffee. And there's an article about the 30th anniversary of this massacre, how in all the blood and all the kids and all the parents that were there, mm-hmm. They found a baby that was 13 months old that was walking around in the blood.
Oh, jeez.
And the cop picked the baby up, took it to the station. She had to give her up to some emergency family that night. And then she followed that child all along to check on the child. A fucking great story. I never knew this, and it just shows you that I was very lucky, and this girl was very lucky, and this cop kept touching base with her, and then when her grandmother died, the cop adopted her.
Oh.
And now the girl's 31 years old, and this cop and her husband adopted her, and what happened through her life, all the changes she went through, how she wanted to find out who her mother was. Her mother was 20 when she got killed, But in the pictures, they said that the mother died with a spoon in her hand, and like baby food or some shit, mm-hmm. So she always wanted to investigate who was she going to feed, it was that little baby, it was 13 months old. Fucking, if you could find it, it's in the New York Times yesterday, 30-year anniversary of the Palm Sunday massacre. It's fucking touching, who the fuck would have known there would have been a silver lining to 10 people dying? 10 people dying. There's no silver lining, but it really, it goes to show you that there always is a silver lining, man. You always.
You think so? Because so this is the question I had, because it's been a year since the Boston one, and they keep playing videos about it, and I'm like, I guess there has to be, right? You overcome through pain, but for stuff like that, like sometimes I get negative about it. Like I'm thinking, like why are they trying to, why do they need to write a newspaper article about it? Like,
well, it's the year, it's the year, and then number two, they're doing the show. Have you seen the show? It's very interesting.
What show?
It's on Discovery. How they caught the kids and the detective getting interviewed. I saw it a couple weeks ago, and I think now they're making a series of it on Discovery or Nat Geo, one of those.
Okay.
And what they showed was from the beginning. What happened? The bomb went off, how they took the kids. They knew they were working against the clock, how they took the cameras and they looked at people who didn't react to the explosion. Mm-hmm. And they saw that after he went down, he didn't react to the explosion, so they narrowed it down to him. It's very interesting.
Oh, okay.
Listen, man. Right now, a year later, you're not going to hear a silver lining story.
Okay.
Or maybe you are. I don't know. Maybe a guy picked a woman up and, she got a hand blown off. He took her to the hospital, ended up falling in love and having children. We don't know. We don't know if there's a silver lining to this. But I'll tell you what, look, when my mother died, I got to find out the gift of friendship. The people who took me in and were great to me. When I went to prison, I got to find out about the gift of fucking comedy. When I kidnapped Kent Vela that day, that morning, I got to find out what I wanted to do with my life, what I could do, and what I didn't want to do with my life. Mm-hmm. There's always something, Lee. Today, if you go home right now and so God forbid something happens and you call me and go, Joe, I got to go back to Boston. I'll call you when I come back. And a year from now, you call me and you go, Joe, I didn't have the strength or whatever. This is what I learned out of this bad position I was in. There's always a silver lining. You're not going to see it that moment. You're not going to see it when you're sitting there at the wake. You're not going to see it when you're sitting at the hospital. You're not going to see it when you're laying in the hospital. But you have to believe. Without belief, man, you have nothing. Nothing. I had nothing. But I always knew that if I could make it one more fucking day, if I go to sleep tomorrow, man, tomorrow I might get the fucking job of my dreams. Tomorrow I might hit the lottery. Tomorrow I might find a woman. It's so much belief. People base this shit on everything. It's just believing in your heart.
It's hard to do that sometimes too, like especially day to day. Like you're saying 30 years later. I can't imagine what that girl, when she was, like, you know exactly what she was going through.
I know exactly.
When she was 8.
I know exactly what she was going through, and they didn't want to tell her.
Oh, they didn't tell her that she was part of that?
No, I forget. You have to read the article. They told her that, they told her something else, then she found out, and then she investigated. Because, as a natural, you want to know what your mother died of and your dad. And
yeah, of course.
What happened. So, what's the matter, Lee? You choking up over there? We haven't even eaten the whole thing.
I'm already feeling it, but it's all right. I'm good.
You got to eat another one. It's only 5 milligrams.
Nothing's wrong. No. But I think it's interesting because it's always, I don't know what the term is, but it's, when you're going through something, it seems like it seems like nothing good, and it seems like it's day to day. But even looking back a year ago or 6 months, you do see movement through it. But it's I guess now it's hard to not be cynical about a lot of things. So I guess it's good to find the good things that happen.
You have to, because if you sit there and look at the negative, you'll die in fucking sorrow. You'll die. You'll fucking die. It just makes no sense to you. It's. I'm telling you, I could sit here. The book I'm writing right now about the biography is about the bad things that happened to me, or the bad things that I created that happened to me, that I was part of creating. I'm not going to sit here, bad things happened to me. No. And what the lesson was, I learned from them.
Okay.
I went to blows with my uncle, who was on the podcast. That uncle, 30 fucking years ago, in 1984, I went to blows with him on fucking Vermont Avenue. The uncle that was sitting in that fucking chair 4 weeks ago. We cursed at each other. We were going to fucking kill each other. I remember being in prison and prank calling him and telling him in Spanish, I'm going to fucking kill you. Te voy a matar, hijo de puta. I was fucking livid at him. But that day, he gave me a message. You know, he told me that the world didn't know me shit. I didn't want to hear it at that age. Finally, when I was in a cell 4 years later, I understood what the fuck he was talking about.
Oh, okay.
I understood what the fuck he was talking about. You know, some of you guys watch or listen to this show and you think that fucking Joey's an asshole or whatever, or you are young enough, you have parents, you have moms and dads, you have a father who's went to college, who's educated, and you don't give a fuck what comes out of his words. You'll listen to a guy like me before you listen to your educated dad who came from a decent family and whatever. Mm-hmm. It's really weird that the people that we pay attention to in our lives, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, our parents are our heroes, but sometimes they're fucking fuddy-duddies. You know, why won't you let me go to the concert in Vegas? You know, my friends are going. They're telling you, you're going to go and you get elbowed with chicks. You don't want to go there. You're going to waste your time. Give the chick $50, stay at home, snort some coke, and get some chick to come over and lick your asshole. You get the same fucking result. But it's just amazing how people, you know, I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. This fucking edible already. I don't even know. I was smoking vapors this morning.
I knew you were because you were looking at that and the camera's pointed at me and you're like looking at the camera and it's not even there.
I don't even fucking know what I'm looking at anymore. I don't even know where the fuck the cameras are in this room. This thing's turned around and satellites and shit. And I got fucking Clint Eastwood looking at me. I got a lot of people bothering me. But it's just amazing the things that we'll pay attention to and the people that will pay attention to the people that we listen to.
Yeah.
That's the point of this fucking story. So,
and it's hard because a lot of times you don't want to listen to the people.
No.
And that's what happens with your parents.
Yeah, who the fuck wants to? You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. And all of a sudden you see yourself in that position. Listen, man, if I would have listened to 40% of the advice I was given from the age of 20 and 30, I wouldn't be on a podcast sitting across from a chubby Jew at 6 in the fucking morning. You understand me? I'd be at home right now getting my fucking feet manicured by 3 Asian chicks. Each foot, 3 Asian chicks. Each foot, like one holding it, one polishing, the other one going, just blowing the dust off my toenails. You understand me? If I would have listened, but I didn't listen. I had all the fucking answers. Mm-hmm. You know, I had all the answers. So now I'm a comic that carries his fucking luggage every weekend. You follow me? I could have had my own boat, my own fucking island by now. I could have been living like Marlon Brando, but no. We all think we're fucking smarter than our predecessors, and we're really fucking not. But if we take a little bit of advice that they have to offer us, you know, 3 or 4 people, we could probably fucking make it happen.
Now, did you realize, when did you realize, like with your uncle, when he said the world doesn't owe you anything, when did you realize that he said that and that was an important lesson?
4 years later, when I was sitting in a fucking jail cell. Mm-hmm. Like towards the end of my sentence, when I realized, when I got my reports and I understood my fate, I understood where he was coming from. I understood where Juan, my stepfather, was coming from when he said, don't do this, don't do that, stay on top of that. You don't learn nothing till you're in that position.
Yeah.
You know, till you're in a hospital, till you got stitches in your fucking head, till you got stitches in your mouth, or you got handcuffs on. You never listen to advice. Why would you? You got all the fucking answers. No, you're not the kiss of death. No, that would never be you. Everybody else is fucking wrong. And
it sucks when you realize they were right.
It sucks.
Right at the beginning when you're like, fuck. And that always happens with my mom for me. Because she always tells me things. I'm like, Mom, what are you talking about? That's not right. And then a few years later, I'm like, God damn it. And I have to call her. What happened when you, fuck? My mom did Paula said something to me recently, and it went back to what my mom had always told me. And I was like, I have to call my mom and tell her. And I'm like, God damn it. But it always helps. But do you have someone like that where like they tell you something, you're like, God damn it, they were right?
You know, it's not the advice that people tell us. It's the advice that we give ourselves sometimes. Because sometimes we have the answers. Number one, we always have the answers.
Oh, yeah.
We just don't want to fucking hear them sometimes. So sometimes think like last week when that went down with Felipe in here. I knew it. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I came back to me. This is what I get for not sticking to my fucking plan. This is what you get for not sticking to what you've been doing all the way. Why would I do a Monday lunchtime podcast? Why would I do something like that? I've been doing it at 6 in the morning, getting myself fucking fired up, ready to stab a motherfucker every morning. And no, I decide to do a lunchtime podcast to come in here like some fucking David Letterman sidekick, talking some stupid fucking questions at lunchtime. No, I like coming in here early and yelling and screaming and getting my day fucking going and getting the spirits, momentum, and the juices going. Because that's what fucking Mondays are about. It's not about getting up at 10 and fuck that shit. It's about getting up at 5 and going, you know what happened last week ain't gonna motherfucking happen this week.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a way better fucking week. I'm gonna sharpen my dick. I'm going to scrub my balls. I'm going to put deodorant on. I'm going to go out there and stab a motherfucker 15 times in the neck. And that's what happens. I want you to be better than the last fucking Monday every Monday. That's what I strive to be.
Yeah.
My goal is every Monday to be better than I was last fucking week. That's why I used to go to Weight Watchers on Sunday. So Monday I'd be fucking ready. Lee, you didn't eat the other fucking gummy yet.
No, I'm already feeling this one.
No, but it's 5 milligrams. What?
No,
one more.
5
Let's do one more.
milligrams.
Yes, it
All
is.
right.
One more.
I did one.
One more.
Are you disappointed you didn't get the call for Letterman?
Oh yeah, I was sat at home. Let's do one more out of respect. It's Monday. Let's do it for your IRS. One more.
Come on, dude.
I already ate the whole fucking bag.
Good. I'm glad you did.
You ate one. Eat
Yeah.
2. 10 milligrams. I'm asking you to eat 10. 10 fucking milligrams.
Can I eat half of the second?
No, one whole one. It's 5 milligrams a fucking thing.
It gets less than 1 milligrams each
This is
time we
what
talk about
fucking
it.
girls eat. This is what girls eat. Cut it out. Come on, cocksucker.
Damn it.
The body of Christ compels you.
And you gave me the Christmas pack too, a red and a green one.
That's good. It's Christmas every fucking day of your life. You want a purple one?
No,
I'll trade you a purple one for a red one.
these have to be 20 milligrams
No,
each.
they're not. Eat the fucking.
son
You're
of a
always
bitch.
crying. Yeah, the body of Christ compels you. The fuck. We got my man calling him up when you're fucking worried about. It's 5 milligrams. It's time. Eat the fucking thing, cocksucker. That's what it's all about. You got sugar in there to kick up your diabetes. You know what I'm saying? It'll send your sugar. It'll send your sugar right to the fucking top. Who's better than you, Lee? Who's better than you? Tell me right now. Answer me. Who's better than fucking Lee Syatt? Nobody.
Oh God.
Nobody.
Oh, thank you guys. For Grand Rapids. I saw they made a little Vine video for me. So that was cool. God,
They
damn
missed
it.
you, Lee.
Black Dog Labs. These actually taste pretty good.
They're good. They're fucking really good, man. Cut it out. You think I would fucking have? They're 5 milligrams a piece.
No, you're never an asshole, but it's just a lot of fucking edibles.
What a lot of edibles. What you ate in fucking Tempe was a lot of edibles. Trust me, people loved seeing you sweating
Oh, of course they.
and high. I'm still
You
getting
love
tweets that you were sensational in Tempe. I'm getting fucking hits from people saying Lee was tremendous in Tempe. He was sweating. His face was red.
Oh God, yeah.
He kept saying, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God," like somebody was fucking him in the fucking culo. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, thank God you didn't go to Tempe this week
What
because
happened?
I would have had to drive through Coachella. Can I at least get some credit for not jumping up and down, going to Coachella? I went to Vegas. I went to one concert. At least I'm not going to 2 weekends of fucking jumping up and down. I deserve a little bit of
You
credit.
get fucking Ugats.
You son of a...
Cocksucker, going to some girl concert. You should have duped her a yard, let her go to the concert, and you could have gone and played blackjack by yourself. That's what a smart operator would have done.
I can't leave her alone. I can't
Well,
leave her
she's a
alone.
grown fucking woman.
I
They
know.
like that shit. You're gonna go to some fucking half a fag concert sitting. She's playing the piano barefoot, whatever the fuck she does. You gotta sit there and make believe you're having a good time. Oh, this is great. This ain't fucking great. Would you tell me the truth? Would you really much rather be playing blackjack than sitting there?
I'd always rather be playing
All right
blackjack.
then. Now who the fuck? Stop lying to these people at home. This is what the show's about. Fucking honesty. You're gonna sit there. Oh, this is great.
You know who I'd love to have call on? I don't know if it's a psychologist or whatever it is, but as soon as I start gambling, like even when I was there, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go back this weekend, and I'm gonna go back and make more money. It's a fucking, it's a weird thing seeing the degenerates in Vegas, just
When
throwing
you see the
thousands of
degenerate
money.
gamblers, do you get scared? Tell me the truth. Like, I get scared when I see certain
The
drug
degenerates, I
addicts.
get scared, but we were there, and we walked in the Bellagio, and this guy must have had 20,000 in chips. He must have got one of those markers, and my dick got hard. I was like, he was playing 500 a hand, and I looked at her. I
Wait a
was like,
second, what it was? So you know what 20,000 looks like in chips?
it was. I don't know.
No,
exactly,
I don't.
But
I
it was
don't-
like it was
Lee,
stacked. It was like
I'm not here to fuck with you.
No.
I don't know what 20,000 looks
was-
like. Are they like 10,000? I know there's like $1,000.
It could have been more.
$5,000.
It could have been more. It probably was more. I think it was $100 chips, but he had a stack in front of him, like 4 or 5, 6 columns up, and I was just looking at it like, what the fuck.
Was he playing blackjack or
blackjack.
poster? Poker, poster. What the fuck am I saying?
Blackjack, and he just was. I just looked at Paula and she pulled me away because there was a 500 minimum hand table. It's like, what the.
What's the highest minimum you've ever sat down to play?
I've played at the $50 table. When I made a mistake a couple times I want to go, I played 300 a hand just because I was. What happens is you try to win money back and you start playing stupid. That's not how you're going to win money.
That's how right.
So I did that a couple times, and then that's when I drove back the same night, and I was pissed off. I lost $800. But fucking, and thank God I don't live there, because I would be fucking. I don't know how people go to college at UNLV. It's fucking. There's something in me that just, and my grandfather loved it. My grandfather went to the track every day. It's something in me that just pulls me towards it.
Do you get mad while you're losing money at all at yourself, or
not while I'm playing, but I start playing stupidly?
Do you have a good time while you're
I love it. And I love it. I have a rule. It's not racist. It's a rule that I learned from someone else. You don't play with lady Asian dealers. For whatever reason, they're always mean. At this one table I was at this weekend, it was just it's very social. I'm not a very social person, but the dealer and I were talking. You always talk to someone sitting there. It's a great fucking time. You have a drink. It's a lot of fun, and especially when you're winning, you're high-fiving people. You're knocking on the table when you want to get a blackjack. It's a lot of fucking fun.
Do you just play blackjack, or you do poker also?
I have to learn poker. poker.
Okay, now these casinos downtown LA that Ari used to go to poker tournaments.
Yeah.
They don't play blackjack there.
They do a little bit, but you have to.
I don't know. I'm asking you.
No, they do. I lost money there, but they have the machines that shuffle for you, and that's bad. And then you have at some of them you have to pay $1 each hand you want to play.
What stops you from going to those things on a daily
I've been to a
basis?
couple.
Like when we leave here, what stops you from going?
Just knowing I'm going to lose that. I went to Commerce Casino a couple times, and it's nothing like Vegas. It's like a big warehouse of sadness, and it's just I like the big buildings, and it's happy. And I like dealers who are nice. At places like that, the dealers yell at you, and it's just. I would love to learn poker, but it would also probably be the downfall of me. I scratch an itch when I go every 6 months to Vegas. If I went every day, I wouldn't come here.
Let me ask you this:
I'd sell this computer.
Just to talk about dreams and hopes.
Yeah.
Would you consider learning to be a dealer?
Maybe, but I don't want to be around that every day.
Okay. I'm just got questions for you.
It would, but some of them are so good. There's a guy on, speaking of friends on Facebook and Twitter, there's a guy, Toking Lar, who's a
good guy.
Who's one of the security guys.
Right.
And he said that some of the bigger casinos, some of the dealers make $100,000 a year. Just because they have to be so fast and so good at it, and they have to be able to count, and they have to be sociable and bring people in. It's amazing when you really think about it, all the stuff that goes into it. But you're never gonna beat Vegas.
Now how come I'm not a gambler, Lee? A guy like me doesn't lose his mind every week, because I have all the makings of being a gambler. My mother was a degenerate gambler.
Yeah.
I grew up in that environment. I cannot tell you that I don't love it. I cannot tell you that I don't love sports. I'm 51 years old. I can't sit there and watch 3 games on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And when I was 20, I couldn't sit there and watch 3 games on a Sunday. Not because I hated football, but because I felt guilty. I need to make money. I need to do something with my life. I'm sitting there watching 3 fucking games and then take a shower and go to a bar to watch the Sunday night game or the Monday night game. Really? Is that what my life is all about?
Maybe you hate losing money more than you want to gamble. Because for me, I hate losing money, but luckily for me, I never got into any sort of drugs. I'm not an alcohol. I don't drink. So maybe addictions kind of lead towards other things. Maybe the thing you have with drugs was your addiction, and that took you away from gambling.
Well, it's funny because my whole thing was I paid a bookie on Thursdays a couple times. And did I like it? No, because I would have to rob. Because I don't like when people don't pay me. So I always believe in paying people. So I would not let myself have to call you and say, hey, Lee, I don't have your fucking money. Mm-hmm. So I would rob, and I enjoyed robbing. I enjoyed that part of it. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you people and say it was a gun to my head. I enjoyed doing the stupid shit I was doing at 18, 19. And this was when it really affected me at that age. When it affected me in 83 when I moved with a friend of mine called Fernie Basulto. His brother's on Facebook now. Fernie was my friend. I loved Fernie dearly. One of the pains in my soul today are that the three guys I was closest with growing up, they're not around in my life anymore. I don't really have them. I don't know. Roger, Glenn, and Fernie are doing their own thing, and part of them doesn't like talking to me. Whatever. Roger does. Timmy does, who I gave a shout out, Timmy Holloway. And it's so weird that I don't even know what the fuck I was going to say to you. I was involved with the gambling with them. You know, Glenn, my friend Glenn, was a degenerate also. Fernie never gambled in his life. He came to me one day. He said he wanted to put a bet in. What are you guys always talking about? 5-timers and 10-timers. He ended up putting a 100-time parlay in and won.
Holy shit.
100-time. First bet ever, put a 100-time parlay and won. What happens to a guy like that? He gets sucked in.
Oh, yeah.
He went right down to the bookmaker's house and picked up $1,200. We went to a restaurant called Piccolissimo. Mm-hmm. We ordered the lobster fra Diablo. This is how fucking crazy this kid was. You know what a finger bowl is? Where you wash your fingers in when the seafood comes?
Okay.
He drank the water out of the finger bowl. He had never been to a restaurant that nice before in his life. Just giving you an example of where his head was at. From fucking that day in October to Super Bowl Sunday in 83, which it was, 82, 83. He didn't stop. He gambled every week, and he was up like 50, 60 grand.
You always win the first time.
Yeah, but he was winning the whole season.
Oh, wow.
He was betting basketball and winning. And then came January, the Super Bowl, and he ended up losing the 60 he made plus 20,000 to his friends. And then for a month, he just bet 40-time parlays 3 times a night to bet basketball. And if you want to catch up on sports, basketball is not the fucking way to do it. No. It's every day. Yeah. It buries you, Remember, the prime gambling spots in this country are September to fucking February 1st. Once that Super Bowl's over, 60% of the gambling that's done in this country for sports is done because you have college football, pro football, college basketball starting up. You catch the beginning of it. It's still green in December, so you can make some money. You got pro basketball starts in November. You have so many different sports that are playing. You have college on Thursday nights and Saturday, all day Saturday. You got pro now on Thursdays. Yeah. Sunday morning, Sunday night, Monday fucking night. They give you all these avenues to fucking gamble, and that's what I've always said, that Thursdays is like putting the one fucking needle in the nail in Jesus. Friday is the other nail in his hand. Saturday, those college games are the nail in your feet. Sunday is the thorn in your fucking head, and Monday Night Football's and they stick that spear in your fucking heart. Oh, good Lord. It's the 12 stations of Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? They don't fuck around Las Vegas. That's why it scares me, because you're a very nice guy. When you go to Las Vegas, it scares me. I know that you.
Well, I have some rules. I go to the ATM when I'm here, and I never go to an ATM there.
No, and on top of that, they might steal your fucking number. Remember, always in Vegas, the least you got to go into your personal stuff, the better. I got nothing against Vegas. It's the people. It's what the thing is made of. I
have that rule. I have. I don't carry all my cash with me. Like, I'll bring a little bit of it to the casino because I don't want to get robbed. And I'm very like Paulo. Whenever you go to the cashier, Paulo will just walk away. And I say, don't walk. Like, I always move to the side. I don't walk around counting my money. I'm very careful. I don't play games I don't understand. Like, I was gonna play craps. I just don't understand it. So I have rules like that. There's no better feeling for me than winning the money. But it's just when you lose, that sadness. Like when I went and came back the same night after losing $800.
Were you sad that night?
Oh, that drive home is a depressing drive home, and I didn't even stay the night in the hotel. I was staying at the. I was trying to make money, so I stayed at the Quad, and they give you a $25 credit for food. So I lost all my money. But as I was walking back from the casino, I took all the loyalty cards they give you, and I threw them out on the street. I threw them out in a trash can. I took the $25 food credit, and I just went to the only open restaurant, and I was like, give me this. I just got all the way up to 25. I went upstairs. I hadn't even unpacked my bag in the room. I got my bag, and I took the disgusting pizza, and I just drove back home. It's a terrible thing when you lose, and I think that the little bit of losing that's happened to me is what's keeping me from going to other casinos, because I would love it. There's nothing. Who wouldn't love to be living in Vegas, going to casinos, but you see them every once in a while, especially in the sports book, especially watching the horses. I sat next to a guy watching the horses who was hammered out of his mind, but he was picking every race, and he was picking it right. But it's just maybe when he actually bets, he loses. But when he's picking it beforehand, he wins every time. I don't know. It's just...
And I got to tell you something. And I'll tell you this right now, man. Some of the best times I've had have been at a horse track.
Oh, yeah.
I love the track. But I go to the track with $40.
Yeah.
And once I lose the $40, it's over. And that $40 has to get me an iced tea, a hot dog, some entertainment when I'm there. For me, there's nothing better than smoking a number and going to Santa Anita and getting some sun.
Yeah.
Some clam chowder, whatever. When I was a kid, I'd go to the Meadowlands just to get the clam chowder. If I got a bowl of clam chowder, that means I won. For me, I fucking won,
Yeah.
So,
well, isn't everything kind of... I mean, I don't want to say it's the same for drugs, but maybe it is. Maybe if you could... Let me ask you. If you could have kept your cocaine habit to $20 a night, Friday and Saturday, would that have been okay for the rest of your life? Just doing a little bit, just to...
No, because it wouldn't have been a little bit.
But that's what I'm saying. For gambling, if you can just do a little bit, just bring $40 to the track once every few months, just to have fun and be outside with your wife, that's better than the people who are going to the ATM or doing the title loans on their cars. Like, I feel like that's when you start losing it. So I just don't know. Maybe drugs are just always bad. But.
Well, for me, it was this. This was my philosophy at the time. I was doing drugs and I was gambling. So my fucking big thing was, okay, if I'm going to give somebody money every Thursday and not get dick.
Yeah.
Not get dick. You hand this guy an envelope and he's like, rough week, huh? Yeah. All right, see you next week. No, I'll see, That's all you get from your bookmaker. If I'm going to do that, I might as well get coke, try to get my dick sucked, and try to look out windows all night, because that's what happens. You look out window, you get paranoid.
Yeah.
That's... You want another one?
No, these are fucking strong as shit.
They ain't fucking strong, cocksucker.
They're good, though.
These are fucking... Yeah, they're delicious. They did a great job. This is given to me by fucking friends in Grand Rapids.
It's called Black Dog Edibles.
Yeah, they gave me a couple. A couple. I ate them the first night. Some other couple made edibles, like made cookies that were delicious.
Yeah.
I brought a bunch of those gummies hermanos. Speaking with, how good of a time did we have Tuesday night?
That was fun.
Did you tell these motherfuckers about
No.
Tuesday night? We went to Ari's. This is not happening show. And that's what we were talking about role models last week. And you know what? If I answered 70 fucking emails last night, 30 of them were about role models.
Really?
Everybody was confused. Everybody said the same thing. Everybody was like, wow. I had athletes, but I realized it was a great time. The Gummies Hermanos came.
Those guys don't fuck around.
Those motherfuckers.
They were so fucking high. And they drove down from fucking wherever they live up north doing the fucking dabs in the cup holder. He said he bought a piece specifically because it fits in the cup holder. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Listen, guys, let me tell you something. A lot of people who watch, because of this California thing with the weed, a bunch of fucking fakes popped up. Thousands of fakes. They walk around with their eyes like this, like they're Jesus, and man, I'm so high. And they ain't shit. They don't even smoke good fucking weed. I know half of them, they take 2 hits of garbage weed, and it's just to impress you fucking morons. Shame on you for being impressed. But then you get motherfuckers that come along. That reefer is in their fucking nutsack. You understand me? Like, it's who they are. And I have friends like that, like Edwin San Juan. Reefer is in his fucking nutsack. He travels with a pipe that would kill most fucking people. He used to travel with a $1/4 pound, Edwin.
Jesus.
We used to meet Ralphie May. Those motherfuckers smoke some dope, okay? You know who gets fucking wasted every time? I just found an old Mad Flavors World on email that you had sent me to look at before you put it up. Okay. And it was the one with them in San Jose.
Oh, yeah.
It was just, I saw Lee, 2010. I'm like, what the fuck is this? 2011. And I looked at the video, and it was one that you had put together of them. And I don't know if you remember. I go, look at these guys. And they went in their pocket, and they had a torch.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that? That was 2 fucking years ago. Uh-huh. They used to show up at the San Jose Improv with a fucking torch and banana bread and cookies and fucking bags of dope. And it's just mind-boggling. So they show up Tuesday night. I go, Lee, when we drive down, it's fucking hysterical because Lee calls me. He did the Josh Wolf podcast. He goes, I'll pick you up. After that, and I told him right there, I go, there's no picking me up. You're parking the car, I'm driving you because they're bringing a special gummy for you.
Oh, God.
We went over the Lower Canyon, went down there. The Storyteller show was great. It was packed. There was tons of people. My agent was there. Darren Carter was there. You know, just Greg from Chandra Keyes' office. Was that his name?
I think so. And Brett Ernst was there.
Brett Ernst was there. I mean, we laughed our asses off. And then we went outside. And I told my wife, we'll be home by 11. We got home like at 1:30 or something like that. It was fucking ridiculous.
Well, you gave me a fucking head of the gummy. And you think, okay, so these guys they make gummies. And they have a couple people down here. You think that maybe they have a setup? These guys were walking around with a shopping bag that couldn't have been more full of gummies. And they were handing it out like they were Santa Claus. And they gave you, I don't think you could even hold the amount that they gave you. And fuck. And then after that, they were like, so you wanted to do a dab after that head?
We went across the street and started doing dabs right in the fucking street. And I did a dab, I gotta be honest with you, it shut my fucking lungs down.
Yeah.
It just shut them down. It was like having asthma. I couldn't fucking breathe. Did you see me stand there?
Yeah.
I ready to have a fucking heart attack. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking have a heart attack. And I was like, that's it. I can't smoke this shit no more. And I'll tell you what, I'm going on 2 months on fucking Thursday without smoking a joint. Do you believe that? I was doing a bong hit. No physical reefer on fucking Thursday. Just vapors and that one fucking dab. You believe that, Lee?
Well, dab's kind of like a vapor, I think. So isn't it? So do you think you're just going to keep going and fucking...
I'm going to go till May 17th. I'm going to do the 90 days because I'm doing that thing for Doug.
Okay.
And I'll see then how I feel. I mean, I'm having a great time eating edibles.
Yeah.
I've got it down to the edibles. I'm not eating edibles that are fucking really fattening. I'm not eating cookies. I'm not eating big banana bread no more. I'm not even eating the chocolate bars anymore.
I haven't seen you with that. Yeah,
no, nothing.
This stuff.
I've been doing tiny... You know, the Chiba Chews are 35 calories. That's a half a fucking point. I mean, Weight Watchers, 1 point is equal to 60 60 calories is 1 point. A Chiba Chew, the Deca, is 35 fucking points.
Yeah.
That don't do nothing. That don't do dick to you. All those things that they make are 35 points. You know, they make diabetic stuff and they make shit with sugar in it to kill you. That's why when people go to me, we have, ice cream with THC in it. That's great, but I got to eat that whole gallon of ice cream to get high. I don't have that fucking type of time.
Yeah.
I just want to pop some. And the other bars, those chocolate bars, are delicious.
Yeah.
But it's a fucking chocolate bar, bro. I don't need a fucking chocolate bar. I just don't need it. I work hard, so that's it. So that's all. I've been living on just vapors and the edibles. How fucking crazy is that, guys?
I would never, especially after the amount of weed that you had at my last place.
How much weed was in that?
Fucking
how sad it is. Guys, and it's cute, and we have a great time, and we giggle, but come on, guys. Fucking 2 joints during the podcast, and a joint from 4:30 to 6 before when I leave the house. I'd smoke 3 pipefuls. I wasn't rolling joints at the house. I was smoking pipes. I would fill the pipe 3 fucking times. Jesus. I'm not smoking some fucking Susquehanna weed. I'm smoking the shit that killed Pontius Pilate. And fucking, then I'm rolling 2 joints, and then I'm going home after the podcast and smoking another 2 joints. Then I'm smoking again in the afternoon. Then who don't I bump into? And then at night, it's a fucking smoke-a-thon in that room. It had to end. It had to end some way,
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh, and some guys tweeted me that they were bringing you hummus. Did they make you hummus in Grand Rapids?
Luke said, nah. I told him, Luke, you bring me hummus, I'll get you thrown out. Don't fucking bring me no hummus, cocksucker.
I love it.
I don't know why I don't like that shit. I don't like it at all. I don't even want it around me.
That's why
it's disgusting. No, it would piss me off. It gets me angry. I wouldn't bring something around you if you didn't like it. Don't bring it around
you do?
me. No, but you like that stuff. It's not like hummus. How much hummus? Did you eat any hummus in Vegas, cocksucker?
No.
No, you're a big shot. Fuck hummus. That's during the week. All alone in Vegas, you're like, fuck the Iranians. No hummus this night.
No hummus. Fuck. Whew. This is strong. Feels nice, though.
Eat another one, too.
No, leave me alone.
You only ate 2 of them. That's 10 milligrams. The whole bag is 20.
I don't think so.
The whole fucking bag is 20. It says it right on the thing. Look at it. The whole thing. We're going to eat another one. What the fuck? Total product, cherry canna cube, black dog, THC, 19.8590.
per each one, right?
No, for fucking.
I don't know. I'm already feeling it. There's no way.
What feeling it? They're five. Get another one. Let's go. You got a red one. Let's eat a green one. Let's make it Christmas. Let's go. We got one.
I already had a red and a green one.
So let's have another purple one.
I'm
You
all right.
want a purple one?
No, thank you.
And I'll eat a red one.
No,
Lee,
you can have a red one.
Lee, do it for Jerusalem. When was the last time you did something for Jerusalem?
Never.
Where's the fucking Jew flag that was supposed to be on the wall?
It's at my house.
What the fuck? We're supposed to bring the Jew flag.
We're moving out. I don't know. Fuck.
We're moving out because you didn't have the Jew flag. If they would have saw the Jew flag, they wouldn't have fucked with you no more. If they would have saw the flag of Israel, everybody, black people, everybody's scared of the flag of Israel. You gotta get it together. You're slipping. Let me give some shout outs real quick. My main man, Ryan Zick, Timmy Holloway, I love you, Landon Bench, George Landry, and my man Tommy Ray, Water Boxer Cleo, my main man Lorne Rosenkerr. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for listening. I want to give a shout out to my people on it. As usual, I had to take 2 flights to Grand Rapids and 2 flights back. I brought the turnaround on fucking 80s. Tremendous. When I get off the plane, tremendous. It's got all the good stuff from on it, from Alpha Brain to minerals to vitamins to B12, so you don't get no fucking jet lag, and I'm on those. Go to Onnit.com, man. Listen, Onnit's there for anything that you're lacking, whether it's your immune system with Shroom Tech, you want more oxygen when you work out with Shroom Tech Sport, something's wrong with your bones. They got the buffalo. Did Josh take the buffalo meat?
Yeah.
Okay, the buffalo protein strips. I mean, Onnit has so much to offer. All right, you don't have money. It's tax season. You don't want to buy nothing. You're broke. I get it. Just go to Onnit.com. Go and see what they have available to you. They have an Onnit program that you could order stuff and it gets right to your door on the first of every month. You save 10% a month, plus the 10% if you use my fucking coupon on joeydiaz.net. What's the code?
Church.
CHURCH. That's the one for Onnit, all right? So right there you have it. Let me talk to you about something else that's really important. And what I'm going to talk to you about is Hulu Plus. If I sat here and told you that I sit home every night and watch Hulu Plus, I'm lying to you. But you know who does watch Hulu Plus? My fucking wife, okay? And every time I come home, she tells me about, you know Hulu Plus has kids shows on there too? They have so much shit on there. I didn't know, I knew Modern Family was on there and The Daily Show and all that shit. But they got Nashville, they got fucking Lost, they got Doctor Who. You know, you can watch this on your smartphone. She watches on Roku. I guess that's what she does now. Yeah. I don't know, fucking Roku, Xbox, PlayStation, pretty much any streaming fucking device, all right? It's $7.99 a month. If you go to the webpage, they're going to give you fucking 1 week for free. Because you're hanging out with the church and all of us motherfuckers, and you know, Lee the Jew, bam! You get 2 weeks for free and $7.99 a month. That's $96 a year to fucking watch anything you want to. And you can fucking binge watch TV. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is on there. There's so many fucking things. They have so many different goddamn genres. From New Girl to Once Upon a Time to Family Guy. I mean, I go on for fucking ever. They got kid shows. They got reality, Shark Tank, Mob Wise, action and adventure, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They even got sports, WWE, Monday. I mean, cut the shit, motherfuckers.
Thank you for reminding me. Shark Tank was on twice last week. Oh, I'm going to go home and right after that.
That's right. Don't fuck around. Go to HuluPlus.com. Go to JoeyDiaz.net. Go to the Hulu Plus and press Joey. Get 2 weeks for free on the fucking arm. Binge everything. Nashville, singing songs, fucking Shark Tank, reality. Then it's $7.99 a month. After that, $96 a year. I ain't fucking around with you people no more. You know, I don't have time to people. I give you the best deal available.
He's a busy man.
How many times have you talked to Ari, who's Jewish, that I always know where to get the best lunch specials? That's what I do. I'm trying to get you the best fucking deals. Again, you're a man. You're a woman. You got to go to fucking some pharmacy every month or some outlet place and stand in line and get razors. Your razors get rusty. Have you seen the fucking price of razors lately? They're expensive. Stop it. Stop it. I got the answer right here at the Church of What's Happening Now. The answer is Dollar Shave Club, motherfuckers. The best out there. They got a program for you. $1 a month, $6 a month, or $9 a month. What do you get in each package? I don't know. Go to DollarShaveClub.com and take a look. But let me tell you just a little bit. You get razors. You get one stationary razor, and then they send you a box of blades every month. Some blades have 2 fucking things with the aloe strip. That's the $9 package. But let me tell you something. Take it from me. Take the $6 package. Get the $6 package. It's $72 a fucking year. Everything gets sent to your house. Oh, you want to order the one wipe Charlies and keep your asshole clean? You could do that too. You want to order the cocoa shave butter for your face to smooth out the humps and the bumps? You could do that too. I'm not asking you to do that. All I'm asking you to do is to take care of yourself. For $6 a fucking month, you get the razors sent to your goddamn house. You don't got to go nowhere. You're not sit in traffic. They're there. Bam. That's one less fucking thing in your month. Go to joeydiaz.net. Go to Dollar Shave Club. What's the code, brother?
Church.
Church. CHURCH. How easy is that? Get your fucking razors today. Stop fucking around with yourself. Also, to my main people at escapepodtank.com, making it happen. This is the third month they're working with us, and I'm working with them, and I love it because everybody who emails me back says they call Jeremy. He gives them the information. He sends them brochures. He does whatever he has to do to break it down for you. That's one thing. Customer service is fucking key in my world. Number two, I'm going to save you $2 to $3 grand on each fucking tub, whether it's a commercial tub or a residential tub, wherever the fuck you want to float. Wherever you want those nuts to fucking float, we'll make it happen for you. Go to escapepodtank.com. Call him up. Call Jeremy. Tell him I sent you. Say, Jeremy, fucking answer the phone, cocksucker. I got questions for you, and he'll answer the fucking phone for you. If you mention me, he's going to give you an additional $250 off. So if it's a commercial tub, a residential tub, you get it mailed out to you. They'll give you directions. Somebody will have a contractor in the area that'll come and put the box together for you. But you get an extra $250 off to buy a bag of dope. That's what Escape Pod Tank does. EscapePodTank.com does for you, cocksuckers, all right? Stop wasting your money going to float somewhere. Just do it at your house. Go to the bank, get a loan, put a tank in your house. You can fart in there, you can whack off on there. The cum stays on the sides. Who gives a fuck? It's yours. Right or wrong?
It's so easy I can put it together.
That's right.
Fuck yeah.
Look at the shape of you. What am I going to do with you? Eat another edible.
No.
You're not even fucking high.
Yes, I am.
Look at the fucking shape of you.
I have a very serious question.
What's the question you want to ask me?
Why don't hotels put plungers in the rooms?
Because then like that, you call downstairs, they come up, you charge them $5, but it's beautiful because they always want to plunge your own shit. That's disgusting. They always send some fucking Jamaican dude with a weird look on his face, and you're like, let me the plunge. Oh no, I do it. You ain't going in there. I don't want you to see what's in my fucking shit. You ain't going in there.
We went to it's a place called Tacos El Gordo. Apparently, it's pretty big in San Diego and stuff. And it was some of the best tacos we've had. We went there the first night because our flight was at 9 o'clock. Around 4 in the morning, I woke up and I took a huge shit.
You do fuck that bathroom.
I fucked that bathroom.
The toilet was tapping out.
Yeah. And I flushed. I'm like, oh shit, this isn't going down. And I flushed again, and I think there's a sensor in these fancy things so it doesn't overflow, thank God. But I was nervous it was going to overflow.
It was right there to the tip. Yeah. Right there to the tip.
So I took the trash can and I filled it up just because I was nervous. Thinking I could get it to go down. Thinking there was a plunger. No plunger. I walked down to the front desk. Hey, can I have a plunger? We have to send an engineer up. I'm like, I just want a plunger. You must have a bucket. I thought they had a bucket of them behind the front desk. No. And I'm like, I don't want a big guy coming in at 4 in the morning making Paulo up. So I waited outside in the hallway. Luckily, he let me do it. So I plunged it. No.
You're supposed to give him $5-10.
For what?
To bring the plunge up and not go
No, they should just give me a fucking plunger.
Shh. What are you fucking knowing about scratching your head? Eat another edible. You're supposed to give him a 10 spot to not go in your room.
I did. He didn't go in my room. I did it.
Did you
I
give
did
him a 10
myself.
spot?
No.
Did you give him the plunger back?
Yeah.
Let me ask you something.
He carried it in a bag. He didn't.
No. What do you think he's gonna walk around with shit falling from it? You fuck.
But I poured the trash can back into the toilet and I flushed it again and I put the trash can in the bag too. I was like, we don't need this in a room.
Disgustingly, and then you don't give the poor guy a part of the fucking business. What's the matter?
Nothing's the matter. Well, why don't you have a plunger in a hotel room?
Because what do you want to have 200 fucking plungers?
Yeah.
It's part of the game. They don't want the shit to get out of control. What if there's something that's not? What if your shit had metal in it?
What?
What if you ate like a bicycle?
Okay.
And you shit a bicycle in the fucking thing, and it's about to clog up the toilet. That's why they send the guy. He's no engineer. But they send them up there to flush it to make sure your bathroom's okay. You're supposed to give them a 10. Now, don't get me wrong. I would never want somebody to smell the core of my shit. Because once you flush the toilet and that shit breaks in half, that's a complete different odor than you got originally when it comes out. You get those gastric juices and shit.
Yeah.
When it breaks in half, when it breaks in half.
I'm fine, leave me alone.
When it breaks, eat one more edible. When it breaks in half, you're sitting there going, it's disgusting. I don't want nobody in there either, so I give them a 10 spot to keep them in the hallway.
Yeah.
Every time I order coffee, like when I get coffee package, they only put 2 packages in your room. That's why now I got to travel with fucking sweetener. Because I become a fucking shoplifter, a sweetener shoplifter. Every time I go to eat when I'm on the road, I look around, I got to steal the fucking blue packages.
Oh, because you don't housekeeping.
Yeah, they only put 1 blue package in your room or 2 fucking pink packages for every cup of coffee. I need like 3 or 4 of those motherfuckers. So every time I drink coffee, like I like to drink coffee in the morning when I wake up. 1 fucking cup when I wake up in the morning. Yeah. Right? Just 1 cup. I don't know how people drink coffee all day. And at night, before I do comedy, or sometimes before I go to bed at night, I'll get a cup of coffee and smoke a joint, smoke like a vapor. And I love that and write 2 or 3 jokes. I love all that shit. So that's what I use coffee for. So I would come in at night. They give you 2 pack. They give you 1 pack of decaf and 1 pack of regular fucking coffee. I'm going to be there for 4 days. When I go to the front desk, you think they got coffee behind the front desk?
You would think so.
No.
Oh.
They make an engineer come up to your fucking room.
Hey.
So I give him $5.
For what?
To bring the coffee up.
Oh.
Wouldn't you?
I'm a nice tipper, but I draw the line.
You gotta tip him. You gotta tip him.
Lee,
you're representing the church. You gotta give him a fucking fin, a 10 spot LaRue.
Oh, God.
You're out there. People see you. They know you're international.
Oh. Know what I did think of? Those fucking poor people on the strip, fucking costumes, taking pictures. I felt so bad for this one guy who's dressed. Him and his buddy were Bert and Ernie in the fucking worst looking costumes I've ever seen. They must have sewed it themselves. But he's like, picture buddy. So him and his friend must have come from the South to make it big in Vegas. They were in homemade Bert and Ernie costumes in the fucking 90-degree weather. I'm like, oh.
You think you got problems?
Yeah.
Are you gonna go back with me in Vegas to July 18th?
Yeah, that's right on my birthday.
When is your birthday?
July 20th.
And what are you gonna do? Is Paul gonna take it?
I don't know. It's fucking April.
What's the name of the girl you went to see?
Lana Del Rey.
Lana Del Rey again, cocksucker.
No.
I'm gonna go see Lana Del Rey.
Actually, July 13th is our 1-year anniversary.
And what are you gonna do?
Bam, I don't know.
What are you planning on?
I don't know. Fucking, she has.
She's see Lana Del Rey again.
No, she's working during the week this summer, so I don't know. We'll do something on the weekend.
So you're not gonna go to South Point with me on the 18th? Me?
No, I just said I would.
Me, Rick Ramos, and you.
Okay.
Let you loose.
Bam.
Maybe that's the night we'll get a chick to fart in your fucking mouth on stage at the Dirty Show. We can find the chick in Vegas to fart in your mouth for $10.
No hookers. Please.
No hookers, but I'm gonna get a heavy duty black chick.
Know what was weird?
What was weird? You tell me.
At the taco place, we saw like 2 hookers and their pimp. They were having an end of shift meeting. It was fucking weird. And it's also weird.
And what were they saying? Did you peep?
Nothing. No, I didn't see what.
Did you get her number so you could put her on the podcast?
No, fuck. But I would love to. Like, she gave him all the money. She paid for the tacos and gave him. He gave him each a couple of bills. But then he took it. I was like, what must that feel like at the end of the night?
What was he dressed like?
He had a fucking funny shirt on too. It was like, "Ain't nobody as fly as me" or something with the word "fly" in it. And it was hysterical. And the hookers in Vegas are hysterical too. Like, they'll just position themselves like on the walkways, and like they'll be in this tight dresses. And then also, I learned from somebody, if you see a girl like that alone in a bar, that's a hooker too. Because why are they alone at the bar? So every time we would walk by one, I just pointed out to Paul, like, look, there's another hooker. It's I don't know, it's crazy.
It's your hobby now. Look at you, you're a bad motherfucker.
It's crazy to see that.
2 years ago, you didn't know nothing. Now you know hookers.
Hookers.
You're fucking ordering plungers to your room. You're shitting blood.
Why don't you have plungers in the? That's stupid. I'm paying hundreds of dollars a night to stay there. Have a fucking $10 plunger in the room.
They don't, because that's the scam. The engineer and the 10 spot. You fucking
10 spot.
Everybody's gotta make money. They're union. You ever think of that? They're fucking union.
You know what? They don't have Uber and Lyft in Vegas. They don't have those things in Vegas. It must be the cab unions or something. They must be fucking huge there.
Did you try the Uber?
I went on because when we were at the airport, I was just gonna see how much it was gonna be. Because they have those shared ride vans in Vegas where you can go up and down the strip. but those take 18 hours to get to your room, so we were just going to take a cab. So I put Uber on, and there's a big thing pops up, no Uber or Lyft in Vegas.
How long was the taxi line in Vegas this time?
Ooh, at the airport? It wasn't that long, but I've never taken the taxi.
When you got there,
yeah.
How bad was it?
It was only one line. It didn't, but we had to walk through all those.
All that
things.
shit. It's a fucking nightmare. Like, you're like, what the fuck is this? Let me just walk to the front and get me a cab.
No.
I want to talk about something that we don't talk a lot about here. And I know you suffer from it. What's the matter, brother?
I'm pretty fucking high.
That's right. Who takes care of you like me? Huh? Who takes care of you like your friends from Grand Rapids? Huh?
No one.
You gonna eat one more with us?
No, thank you, but this is crazy.
This is tremendous. Let's eat one more.
No, thank you.
What the fuck? It's Monday. It's Monday, April 14th. Who's better than you? Huh? You want to eat one more?
No, thank you.
Then we'll go for breakfast at Lulu's.
Okay.
You want to go get a nice steak? We'll get you a nice fucking steak
no.
with some fucking...
I want a breakfast sandwich. Oh, those sounds good.
What kind of breakfast sandwich?
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
Look, what kind of cheese? Tell me cheddar so I can hit you.
I don't know. What do they put on the ones? I don't choose it. Whatever they put on the like.
What are we talking about? Mimi's or Lulu's?
Okay, you said Lulu's, but
What's
I don't
Lulu's?
care. I don't know. You said
it. I'm high. I don't know what fucking Lulu is. Or Mimi's. I don't even fuck. Mimi's around the corner.
Okay.
Mimi's is good. They got the fucking fries, but I wouldn't go. If I go there, I'm only allowed to eat one egg, wheat toast, and fucking fruit. That's what my diet calls for. One scrambled egg, wheat toast, and fruit. See, that's the
biggest thing about the edibles is the munchies after.
I got no munchies. You
don't get munchies?
No, you got to focus.
Oh, my God.
I got cantaloupe at the house. I got strawberries. I'm thinking about it already. I'm going to eat a whole cantaloupe. I'm going to kill that
not even take the rind off.
I'm going to kill that fucking cantaloupe. Oh, I eat the whole fucking thing.
No, my wife. Paper towel, and then we just bite into the top.
My wife cut it up already because it's the baby's. The baby eats it too.
You're going to have your baby's cantaloupe?
It's mine. It's my cantaloupe, but she cuts it up small for the baby too. It's my fucking cantaloupe. It's my strawberries. There's bananas there for the baby and tangerines. There's a bunch of fruit. The fucking cantaloupe is mine, cocksucker. My wife eats the bananas. There's raspberries and there's raspberries with the yogurt and granola. That's for her. But the cantaloupe and the strawberries are Uncle Joey's. That's just the way the fucking thing goes.
You just see Mercy putting her hand in the bowl, just looking at you like, what the fuck,
dog? She eats everything. She takes the yogurt and throws it in her face. When I get there later, she'll have fucking yogurt on her hair, her hair. But I tell you what's.
I forgot. Yeah.
No, I tell you what's a big problem. I didn't know that a lot of people fucking suffer from insomnia. You have insomnia?
Oh, yeah.
Last night I called you. You were in bed at 9 o'clock.
Oh, I was just tired because it was
an
early flight. But yeah, it used to be a lot worse. It's terrible.
A lot of people have that.
Oh, yeah. I think it's a lot of people my age have it. But you know what? The problem, there is insomnia, but part of the problem for me too is the TV, the phone, the laptop. That stuff doesn't help.
What do you do? I mean, what kind of insomnia do you have?
It's been better recently. When I'm working a lot and I get tired during the day, it's not as bad. It would be like during the sad thing is during college, it's really not that hard to get your work done. So you'll have a lot of time watching TV. I've been up till 5, 6 in the morning a lot, like for weeks in a row. It's just you can't fall asleep. It's terrible when it happens because you just can't fall asleep.
It's amazing. My insomnia started, if that's what you call it, was family fucking inherited.
Oh, okay.
Because of the bar
told
business.
Me. Yeah.
Because of the bar business. My mother would come home at 3 and wake me up. So as I got older, I didn't notice it then, but I noticed it when I was 20. Mm-hmm. That I would go to bed at 10 o'clock at night, and at fucking 2:30 I'd be up.
Yeah.
And
that's not insomnia. Well, did you go to bed or did you fall? Because
I'd fall asleep and then wake up after 4 hours.
No, when I think insomnia is just you can't fall asleep. You can't
fall asleep. Okay, but I still wake up and now I can't fall asleep.
Oh, okay, got it.
So finally in 84 I put together maybe, because I never thought of this. This is how dumb I was. In 84 one night I woke up and I'm like, ooh, maybe if I smoke pot, I'll fall back to sleep. Because if I really think about my really think about my marijuana use, I enjoyed marijuana early on because it put me to sleep.
Yeah, it does.
Not because of the high or whatever, because I knew that at the end of the night, I would sleep a lot easier. But for a year, I woke up at 2:30 and at 5. I'd fall back to sleep. And what a shame. I got to be up at 6.
Oh, yeah, that's
And
the
that's
worst.
when I figured out that if I got high, I would fall back to sleep. And that's what I did. I would have a joint that I would just take 2 hits off and listen to music for 15 minutes. And I'd fall asleep. I put the stereo right next to me with earphones. And it just fucking, it was amazing. And then as I got older, it came in shifts, But with me, I have insomnia when I go on the road.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you do.
After a comedy show, I go back, and I really don't want to go to bed, especially if I don't have to get up in the morning, So I didn't understand it, and people always hit me up with emails, you never talk about insomnia. I don't talk about insomnia because I don't have insomnia, and the fact that I do have it, but I tackled it early on with reefer.
Yeah.
And then the other alternative have insomnia is exercise. Is making yourself tired. That's the only other thing. When I have insomnia, if you go to the gym, you're fucking tired. Even if you just ride the bike for 30 minutes, it will help you sleep a lot better. It really does. But a lot of people always hit me up with insomnia. I gotta be honest with you, that's a reason why I smoke pot. And yeah, they'll tell you that there's different, if I a sleepy time tea, it has that whatever in it, and tryptophan, what's in the turkeys, that works, but that shit don't work forever. And then you have to go on sleeping pills, which I gotta tell you, they're the worst things fucking going. I don't give a fuck whether they give you 1.5 milligrams or 10 milligrams of those Valiums, man. I tell you how the fuck it is. Those things are horrifically bad because they stack up. They stack up in your system. Valium stacks up in your system. So after a while, you're a walking fucking zombie, just waiting to fall asleep, So that's all. But you have it.
Yeah, I mean, I never had it that bad. I had it pretty bad. I tried not to do sleeping pills. For a while, you have to sometimes, but they
over the counter.
Yeah, I never got prescriptions. But at first, they knock you out, but then slowly, it doesn't work, so you have to take more. So I never let it get that far. But fucking weed, and everyone knows I'm not much of working out, but just keeping busy, that really does. Because if you're not getting tired during the day, if you're just at home in bed watching TV, what are you gonna be tired from?
No, I get it, motherfuckers.
And it's terrible. The worst thing is when you have to be up at 6, maybe you have to work at 10, so you have to leave at 9, is falling asleep at 7:30. That happens
I'll tell you
a lot.
what kills me. My game is this.
Yeah.
I went home last night. I got off the plane at 11 o'clock. I got home by 12. I hung out with the family for a while. The baby took a nap. I took a nap.
Yeah.
I slept 2 hours. The night before, I slept 3 hours. I probably slept an hour and a half on the plane. I'm good for the day. And let me tell you what happened to me last night. So at 9 o'clock last night, my wife comes in, and she goes, I'm going to bed. I go, I was just headed out to get a cup of coffee with you. I had a cup of coffee at 9, and even though I really wasn't tired, I can't lie to you people and tell you I was tired at 9 o'clock, I had the coffee, and I wrote a little while. Mm-hmm. I did a bunch of shit that I had to do. I had to get my week ready. I looked at my gaming license for fucking Santa Fe. They sent me a license because I'm doing that casino. So doing an Indian casino, you have to have a special license.
Really?
Yes, I was looking at that. I was reading up some stuff on there. And I went to bed about 11. I looked at the clock. It was 5 to 11, guys. Do you know what time I woke up today?
What time?
3:01.
Right.
Opened my eyes, sat in bed for 5 or 6 minutes, looked at the clock. It was 3:01. Mm-hmm. I said, I'm going to stay in bed till 4:45. I stayed in bed 20 minutes. And I got up. That's it. Just like that. Guess what?
What?
Let's pretend you called me last night. You go, I need your help at 7 in the morning. Will you be here? I'll tell you, yeah. When I have to get up, I can't get up.
Really?
That's when I have to get up in the morning, I can't fall asleep.
Oh.
You follow me? Like when I have to get up for those 4 a.m. flights,
Yeah.
catch me at 8 o'clock. I'm Johnny fucking Energy. My body tricks me. They play with me, and I would stay up. Mm-hmm. In the old days, I would stay up. Now I force myself to fucking fall asleep because I have to.
You have to. Fuck.
So you never know what the fuck's going on. We were supposed to have a guest call in today. We were supposed to have my main man, Hector Lombard, call in, UFC fighter, welterweight. But I was kind of scared anyway because I don't know how good his English was. And Lee was telling me just talk to him in Spanish. And I hate that shit when people do it. So I'm happy in a way that he didn't call in. I love Hector. But just in talking to him, he didn't really want to talk about Cuba, which is what the main conversation would be, how he feels, what made him go to Australia instead of New York City, things like that. What made him go to, he's Cuban. What made him leave and all that stuff, but he didn't want to cover that stuff. So everything happens for a reason. What I want to tell you guys, I got nothing this week. The next week and the next couple of weeks, I'll be on the road with Rogan, Baltimore, Orlando, Santa Barbara. So I really have nothing on my own. The next time you'll see me and Lee will be Wednesday morning at 6 a.m. Also, April 30th, we're at the Ice House for a live motherfucking podcast. So make sure to get your tickets now. Also, pre-sale for T-shirts, patches, and the cups ends tomorrow. We're pretty much out of patches. We're pretty much out of fucking coffee mugs. Oh, how's that for you people? So I appreciate the support on everything. Listen, I'm not doing this to rape you fucking guys or to become a millionaire. I'm doing this because you guys asked me for it. I listened to what you guys told me. The gi patches came from when I go out to jiu-jitsu places. They always tell me, make a church fucking thing. You guys wanted T-shirts. I put balls and a fucking pussy on it for you and a cross. Who does that? Balls, a pussy, and a fucking cross. That's a T-shirt. And I got the coffee mugs because we are the church. You drink coffee in the morning or fucking bat juice or staminka fucking liquid or whatever the fuck it is. Lee, look at the shape of you on a Monday morning.
I was at the post office, too.
This is better not fucking fall asleep today because I'll be fucking you up 2 times.
I was at the post office.
And you know what was good about coming home yesterday, Lee?
What?
That I never talk about anymore? My cats.
Oh, shit.
I have rekindled a love with all my babies again. It's very weird. When the baby was born at first, I think sometimes when a child, something new comes in the house, it wasn't that I neglected them. I just, because I give them all the same love, man. I love them all the same. I really do. I have my favorites, but I love them all the same. But the last 3 or 4 months, I've been tight with them again. Really tight with them. And you could see the difference. They're having a good time. They're scared of the fucking baby.
Really?
Yeah, they're scared of her. I see, especially Dimmy. Dimmy just runs the fuck away from her. But it's amazing how I'm in love with. Like this morning, I was a little late here this morning because I was with them. I could see that they were really enjoying themselves. I had Fidel up in the air. I had Allie up in the air. I had Superbad in my arms. And I could just see the difference. On Monday morning before I leave the house, I look to pick them all up and tell them I love them and kiss them. And it really is a joy. Someday, Lee, we're going to get you a nice dog. You're going to be very happy. And I can tell you're really going to enjoy. Take a look at your little places around your town. If you're lonely or you're feeling depressed or you're feeling maybe that you can't make it another day or whatever the fuck your problem is, maybe you just fucking want a dog or a cat. Go to one of these shelters that they're going to kill them and bring something home.
Yeah.
At this point in the game, who gives a fuck? I tell you, they give me all the joy in the world. And when I'm home, I'm happy to see my wife and I'm happy to see my daughter. But I'm not home until I give those fucking cats a hug. So do what you do. Spread the love or tell them to suck your dick. It's the same thing. It's a thin line between love and motherfucking hate, Jackson. Oh, and that's it for today. If you're Jewish, I love you. If you're fucking Muslim, I love you. I don't give a fuck today. It's Monday, April 14th. Sling dick. Like I told you, when you walk in the room, you got the biggest dick in that room, even if you fucking don't, all right? Then play with the baby till 9, then take a nap. Mm-hmm. I hung out with the baby like I always do. I watch those ABC videos and all that shit. And, the wheels on the bus go around, then round. The doors click, click, click. I watched all that. I played with it. And then at 9 o'clock, I went in, me and Gray. I grabbed Gray. And I said, Gray, we're taking a fucking nap, cocksucker. And I finally popped my head up at 10 to 10. I couldn't fall asleep. So I said, fuck it. I got up. I wrote the end of the chapter. I sent some emails. I got aggravated. You know me, dog. It was a beautiful fucking day to be alive. Then you called me. What happened?
Oh, fucking.
So that candy didn't work on you?
A little bit, but not really.
Didn't take. It wasn't as good as a half a gumi.
No.
No, not Los Gumis. The
Any
Green
gumi.
Hornet. Okay, good.
No.
As long as I knew.
But I thought I was going to get high because it started to kick in. And I was driving home from here because I had a piece of equipment at my house. So I was driving home on Moore Park, which it's this really small street. And right at Laurel Canyon, this cop pulled up next to me, and his side view mirror hit mine. And I just
on the left-hand side or on the right?
On driver's side.
Shit.
So I was like, fuck. And it wasn't me. I was stopped, and he just hit it. And I froze. It was a red light. And he stopped. And when the green light came up, I kind of pulled up. And I was like, I think it's okay, guys. And they were like, pull over. We'll just make sure. I was like, fuck. So I pulled up into a little strip market. I got out. And if it had been broken, I probably would have said, "Let's just go," because I didn't want to be high.
You had a fucking anxiety attack doing the paperwork and
so
shit.
I just looked and there was nothing wrong with it. But I just left and I got paranoid. But
You didn't get a get out of jail free card and nothing out of these cocksuckers.
I should have done. So
you gotta do something.
All I imagined was Ari yelling at TSA. I was like, would he have fucking yelled at these guys? But I saw a video tonight of like kids at a bar yelling at cops who were arresting their friends, and cops don't fuck around anymore. This cop tackled a kid, and I was like, holy shit. So I was like, no, I'm just gonna get out of here.
Somebody put a video of a deer getting shot by a cop. Why do you people post those fucking videos at night? What is the inside? Some idiot months ago posted the fucking zebra getting killed by the fucking giraffe. I don't get what people. I don't like that shit. I don't want to see nobody suffering. You know what I'm saying?
You know who's the worst? And she's great. Melissa Eva Perez from San Jose.
Yeah.
Every fucking day on Facebook, 2 kids kidnapped and burned, and it's like the
she's the kiss of death. She loves that shit.
Worst. I'm like, why are you posting that stuff? But it's just it was a crazy day. But fuck it, we're back.
No, we're back. I'm sorry about the audio till that shit fucking happens. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't control it. I didn't get any fucking water. It's unbelievable.
You want?
No, I'm straight. But it was, I went home. My knee is fucked up. I put ice on it when I went home. When I woke up, I put elevator. And then about 1 o'clock, I got bored to death about 12:30. In the heat of the sun, I went outside and started doing kettlebell swings.
Ugh.
Just sweating, and I fucking started doing.
Is that okay for your knee?
Cleans. You know what, man? I got to do something to move the blood around. Because walking hurts a little bit, and I was taking a hit in the bag at the Y. I just didn't want to lose my parking spot. These motherfuckers by my house, notorious, dog. I'm fucking anti-anxiety. I am anxiety-ridden over my parking lot. I would rather sit home and eat nothing than get in my fucking car and lose that parking spot. I hold on to that mother. That's how you know you're getting fucking old.
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing 2 things lately that are just embarrassing to even talk about. But I'm going to talk about
what else
them,
are you doing?
I'm doing not leaving the house because I don't want to lose my parking spot.
Yeah.
In front of the house. I like that spot in front of the house. I will kill a motherfucker for that spot. But I will walk to the bodega and get stupid shit so I don't have to leave the house. I got enough food at the house. And I'm stealing sweeteners from fucking restaurants when I go on the road.
You put them in a little napkin in case they break?
No, I put them right in my fucking pocket. I don't give a fuck. It is the weirdest thing because every fucking hotel room I go to on the road has a Kroneg or a fucking coffee machine.
But it's only like coffee. 2 sugars and stuff?
They give you 2 fucking sugars. Like you're sitting there at midnight trying to drink coffee, watching Law and Order, and there's no fucking sugar. So now you got to call room service. They won't open the door because you got no do not disturb, so it takes them 20 minutes. They go right back downstairs and call you. Hi, your do not disturb sign is on. Then you come back up. Now by the time I put the fucking thing in, the coffee's goddamn cold, so what was the point of it? I just got aggravated.
Yeah.
So I think I got a box of fucking Sweet and Low at the house. Do you think I put it in my suitcase? Fuck no. I leave it at home every goddamn week. And then I go on the road and I realize at fucking 12 o'clock that I need a little coffee because I like drinking coffee at night. 1 cup before I go to bed, I sleep like a fucking soldier.
Nice.
Because it takes me up and then right down, I crash, baboom.
Okay.
You follow the fucking? That's old school mentality. That's cocaine days. You gotta go up. What goes up must come down, cocksucker.
When I was testing the audio and Waterboxer called, just because I was bored, I didn't want to talk to myself. And he was telling me a good way, because I was like, he was telling me how he does the edibles, and he goes out. I'm like, how do you do it? He says he drinks like an energy drink right after he eats the edible. So it's like a heroin brings you down, cocaine brings you up. It's like a little mix. So that's how he walks around.
That's good for him.
I don't know.
The water bottle him jump out. Did he call the podcast today?
He just called me. I was just testing the audio.
Okay. He wanted to see what was crack-a-lacking with
you. Yeah, I put it up on Twitter. But something weird happened today. I was never really emotional, but as I get older, I want to hear what you have to say about...
You're 25. What older?
I don't know. I'm older. That's what everyone says. Everyone says I'm young, but I feel old. The Boston bombing thing, they had all the videos today of the marathon. I started getting teary-eyed. I wasn't there for it, but just seeing the pictures and the people hugging. Like, you weren't in New York for 9/11, but how did that affect you?
I was pissed.
Really?
I didn't get pissed that morning. I was pissed later on because I know what it does to people. Those people that were walking around that day. You know, I got pissed when I heard the stories of them taking the ferry over. Like, they were just fucking frozen. I can't imagine being at the Boston Marathon last year. That was one of the most thoughtless fucking things. Who knows why they did it? Who the fuck knows with these people nowadays, man?
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows? I did stupid shit when I was 21. I would never think of doing something like that for kicks. But who knows what their motives were and whatever. And they have a show on Discovery, National Geographic, about them getting caught. Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it.
Pretty fucking interesting. And how they shot the kid and blah, blah, blah. And the other kid went into a fucking boat and hid. And how the pictures, the FBI saw the pictures, and when the bomb went off, those two didn't move.
Yeah.
That's how they knew it was them. It was very interesting how the FBI catches you. And now, man, we got fucking cameras everywhere. We got cameras everywhere. You have to assume there's a camera watching you at all times. Even a black and white little fucking porno camera that won't see your dick or your hair, but it sees you and it'll fucking show you in court. Some guy will come in and clear it up in fucking court. So, who the hell knows, Lee? My heart goes out. So the Boston Marathon was today, correct?
Yeah, it was today, and you know what? I'm going to piss some people off, and tell me if I'm wrong, tell me. But just seeing all those people out there, it's something I don't see out here. I don't know what it is, but East Coast people in the towns, there was so much pride for Boston, and it made me like I started tearing up, and I don't feel that out here for people from this city. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just don't interact with them.
It's an empty city, man.
Yeah.
I have a lot of problems with this city. I have a lot of problems with friendships in this city and how they work, how everything is to let people know that they know you. After that, there's no friendship. There's no friendship. When I grew up, those were friends I had around me. Those motherfuckers, I could count on them for anything. I had a great time with them when I went out. When I went out, I had a good time with them from the heart. Here, I see people for a few hours and I feel their fucking death. I feel, because maybe things aren't going their way. I when I'm around people who sold their fucking soul, I leave them and I feel like shit for 3 or 4 fucking days. People sell their fucking souls. That's the people you fucking people clap for and cheer for and jump up and down for. These people sold their souls. You're like, Joey, what do you mean? The devil showed up with a pen? No. Somewhere along the line, they ignored something natural that comes over you, because they thought what they were doing is completely better than what somebody like you, somebody at home, is doing. They have this air to them that they're better than everybody because they have $3, or because they're on TV, or because they've done a movie. And I've never understood that. For me, it's always been about the job for me. It's not because I'm better than anybody. I'm lucked out. I'm not even close to doing that shit. But I just, that's what I don't like about it. And that's why when you go to a Dodger game, people leave in the 6th fucking inning. That's the big knock about the Dodger games. And parking is hard and walking out of it is hard. But it's like they're Johnny-come-lately fans. There's a word for those type of people. It's like
bandwagon.
It's like after the Boston Red Sox won. The Boston Red Sox hat now is fucking as big as the Yankee hat. Maybe, because everybody wants to wear Boston. For years when they were losing, nobody wore a Boston Red Sox hat. You understand me? It's amazing the loyalty that we have here. We have no loyalty. Like I said, it's between me getting a job or you getting a job. I'll badmouth fucking Lee to get the job, even though I've known you for 15 fucking years,
Yeah.
I look at this town, I can tell you, I probably have 4 close friends, and you're one of them, you know what I'm saying? Ari, that the rest are just fucking acquaintances, because I know, I look at somebody and I know if I ever got in a beef and I had to call them to bail me out, the cash wouldn't be there. They'd hang up and make up a story, how they couldn't get, the ATM card didn't work. And then I would look at them weird. I would never look at them the same way. So that's why I don't even put them close to me, because I know these people aren't worth their weight in gold. It's fucking amazing the things you hear out here and the things that you go through out here, and the commitment level on different levels of acting and stand-up. And how for some people this is a flash in the pan, and you'll see them 3 years later and they don't even do this no more. They're doing something completely different now, because this was too hard, or this is for faggots, or you got to be gay to be in Hollywood. You know how many comics have come and fucking gone, and you see them years later. Oh, are you still out there? And they make a little, I'm still out here, bitch, doing nothing in the sun, lifting fucking kettlebells while you're out here sweating your fucking life off. I got insurance, I got a fucking pension. I wasn't supposed to have things like that. You heard my fucking story. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. I don't give a fuck if you get heat. No. And there's some solid people out here.
Oh, and it's not the people, it's maybe it's because
I've met a lot of people that aren't in the entertainment business that are very solid.
Oh yeah.
When I go to towns like Whittier and all those places to do comedy, I meet some fucking solid.
Do they have LA pride? Like from coming from Boston and stuff, I always
like when it comes to. But then again, when you go to a Laker game, it's more to be seen. That's what people understand about out here. But that's going on with the Knicks too. God forbid you don't have the first 3 rows in the Knicks game and people can't see you on TV and you're drinking a beer and you're cheering and you're yelling. I never saw what that's all about. I'd rather stay home. I'd rather be on on a fucking couch with you, smoking a joint, and goofing on you, and talking about stupidity, about a podcast or something. That's been the way with me constantly.
Yeah,
it's really surprising when people go, I want to go into the green room, or I want to hang with you guys after a show. Listen, since I've known Rogan, I don't do nothing. They used to go to strip clubs, and then as the years that progressed, they go to a bar, then we go back to the hotel, and then you start doing less and less things, There's no fucking party here. It's amazing how...
I said that in Tempe. We were sitting there after the show, and everyone was just quiet in the room, and like, after the show, you're like, you hungry? And Ari was like, eh. And we just all went back to our rooms. And I was like, this isn't like... I thought it was going to be a big party, and go and hang out till 5 in the morning.
The comedy show.
Yeah,
that's the fucking party. The party is doing the show and then going home. Like I've said 1,000 times, for years I would consider those things real party. And after a comedy show, I'd go party. And guess what? By Saturday night, you're paying $22 to come see me, and I'm sucking.
Yeah,
I'm sucking because I'm tired. My fucking mind's not straight, and that's what happened to me for fucking years, man. What do you think? People just get funny? No, they put all the elements together. Maybe they were funny and they couldn't put a joke together. Maybe I could put a joke together, but the dedication of my commitment. Yeah, there's so many things. And then comes a point where one day you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you put 5 of the 7 elements together and you move a little forward.
Yeah.
And that's what you helped me do. That's what we did. Do you understand me? But that's the whole thing of it. And that's with boxing. That's what happened with Robbie Lawler. He'd been around for 12 fucking years, knocking motherfuckers out, getting beat up, getting submitted. Comes back to the UFC. The guy's got a fire in his eye. Okay, he just lost the last fight for a championship round. But he's 32 years old. He's not going anywhere. He learned from that fight. He learned the same way how when Johnny Hendricks lost to GSP, he learned.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I'm using the MMA things, but you learn. You learn as you go across. And even if you lose trying something, now you know when you attack it again, you know what to look out for.
Yeah.
There's people that try to escape from Cuba all the time. And maybe the fucking float won't last past 50 miles. Now they got to go back to the drawing board. We got to wear more glue or more this. Or, guys, you're not going to get everything the first time.
And today, I learned today, I was thinking about it today, how big experience was. Because when I got home, I was thinking about it. I didn't really panic when this happened. The biggest thing, I complained about those jobs I had. But you learn that stuff is going to happen. And if you freak out, if you overreact, it hurts you.
On what level?
At least for me, if I overreact and I start getting worked up and I start playing with everything, I'm not going to see... Like when you lose something at your house, I always run around and you pull everything apart, you throw everything around.
You sit.
You're like...
You relax.
Relax. You
breathe and you retrace your steps and you'll find your fucking keys. It's amazing. I do it, especially even with cell phones.
Oh, yeah.
Cell phones, I walked out of cars and go, what the fuck? I left my cell phone right there. It really is amazing. So, people want to try shit and it doesn't succeed. It takes years to be a good comic. The way it takes years to be a good fighter, it takes years to be a good writer.
But that's the thing. Like, you probably, even when you were sucking 15 years ago, you learned something at one show that comes up now, and you're like, oh, I'm not going to be freaked out about this.
No. I remember being in Jacksonville, Florida, and going out into the audience and seeing, I used to judge the audience. I used to judge the fucking audience, and it used to judge me, and I'd bomb. So do you understand me? I'd go out there, and I go, look at all those older people with white hair. They're not going to like my material. I just lost. I just got hit with the biggest punch, which is I lost before I even went on there.
Yeah.
And then I go, I won't look at them. And it was just so many things, and I would eat shit because I wouldn't do my material. I'd speed through the joke. I wouldn't take my time. And now I see old people. You saw what happened in Tempe.
Yeah.
Those old people that were there. And I went out there and saw them, and I go, I'm going to pull it back. And I go, fuck no. I'm going to open up this motherfucking valve. Because you could always close the valve, but you can't open it. Once you follow what I'm saying to you? It's like acting when you go to an audition and you walk in. Sometimes if you go in and the character's loud and you go in there the first time, he's going to get mad at the director because you're not loud enough or you're not, your energy isn't that high.
Okay.
I can't do nothing with you. If your energy's high coming in, I could push it backwards.
Yeah.
But if you're not, you follow the state of mind we're talking about here. Late night, Church of What's Happening Now, Monday, April 21st. Where's Tony Bennett, cocksucker? There's no Tony Bennett tonight. What happened? You're slipping. This is what I'm talking about. Where is it?
It's coming. Hold on.
It's coming. It's not. It's supposed to be fucking lined up and prepared. I'm sorry we came up late today, the audio, but who the fuck? I'm not sorry. Shit happened. I hope you motherfuckers stayed up. Monday is Monday. We got till midnight to put this together. I'm still going to fire you up. You're still going to go out there on Tuesday and want to stab a motherfucker in the neck. It's the church with the Jew. Out. Where's the water? Ooh. Sup, cocksuckers? You're home. You gonna kick that up a little bit?
Okay, it's fine.
What the fuck? You got me over here like I'm deaf. You gonna eat the rest of that candy or you gonna throw it away? You gonna leave it there for the ants?
I'll leave it. I mean,
any other shit to eat here? We got nothing to eat here.
no.
I'll bring you something strong Wednesday.
Oh, good.
We got Ed Suarez calling.
Nice.
He hasn't called in a while. I love Ed Suarez. 2, see how he does it. What's going on, Wade? Turn that shit off. What's going on, my brother? I already lit a candle for the old lady. I put some glasses of water out. You know me. I get it all done out of the fucking way easy. What's going on with you, my brother?
Just fucking... And I know we've talked about this a lot, but the weight thing for me is it's always been there. Like, I've never...
What'd you do with that pot roast? I know you ate that. Right?
No, it's in my car.
Oh, it's gone now.
Yeah.
You might as well just dump it because your car smells.
Well, no, because... So, here's, like, it's... I think everyone has their addiction sort of thing. And for me, I think part of it's an addiction. I think most of it's laziness, honestly. But ever since, like you and Terry... It must just get to a point after a bunch of years where you don't go out as much. But ever since I started going out, like I put the weight back on, and it just... Luckily, I think the thing that some people don't have, like when you go on TV and you see like the 1,000-pound person, is luckily when I get to a certain point, I'm like, okay, I gotta bring this back. Trust me, I shouldn't let it get to this point, but it's... Luckily, I feel like I have that in my brain where I'm not. I don't think I could get to 1,000 pounds. I probably could, but it's just. So I've been working on that. I've talked to people about joining a gym. I would love to get a bike, but the people around here are crazy, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I talked to.
Start with walking. It all starts with the walk. You're not gonna go if you can't walk. Yeah. You're not gonna go to the gym. Like, if you don't walk, you're not gonna go to the fucking gym. Just trust me. If you can't get yourself to walk, what's going to get you in a car to drive to a fucking gym to be around people who look like David and Goliath to fucking work out? Yeah. You got to start walking. And that's what I'm saying to you. I haven't been pushing you. I've been telling you to go for a walk. For the last 2 months. What have I been telling you? No, and it's go for a walk. It's the easiest thing in the world. I don't give a fuck about what's going on or who you're busy. You get out of here at 9 o'clock, the car ain't going nowhere. Walk to the 10th planet. Go read the fucking wall and walk back. That's it. This isn't hard. Today with my bad knee, I was sitting there, I wrote, I emailed, I'm sitting there, I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do? I sat outside, I tried to write a joke, I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do? I went upstairs, I took 2 fucking baby aspirins. It was about 12:15. I went downstairs, I rotated my knees in all directions. I did these hip things, I fucking stretched a little bit. And I said, fuck it. You know, the knee's going to hurt whether or not I work out or not. Yeah. I might as well work it out a little bit. I'm not going to jump fucking ladders and be Johnny Goomba, but I'm going to get the blood going. I did 10 sets of swings, and I did fucking 5 sets or 6 sets of clean and jerks. I got nice and sweaty. Took me 35 minutes. I picked up a 45 and a 35. I walked 50 yards and 50 yards back, and I put the weights in the car. And I was done for the day.
Yeah.
And I don't, you know what? I didn't eat sugar today. You know, I ate that fucking chocolate bar, and I ate 2 of those things with 10 calories apiece. I don't drink soda no more. I was telling my wife today, the only way not to give your child, to stop your child from drinking soda, is by not drinking soda in front of him.
Yeah.
My mom made a mistake with me. You know, it was funny. I took my friend Ed Brancaccio to the fights with me this weekend. He also came to the show. I haven't seen Eddie in probably 25 years. And he lives in Orlando, and he contacted me about a month ago, and we were going back and forth, and I got him tickets for the show. And then Joe said, you want to take somebody to UFC? So I got him tickets. And we were talking on the phone. He goes, do your friends and the people you talk to know how spoiled you were when you were a kid? And I go, yeah, I think they know. You know, I've said it 1,000 times to people. I love my mother. I miss my mother. If I tell you that after 30-something years, I don't miss my mother. When people talk about their moms and they're not tight with them, I get pissed off at them because I don't have a mom. You only get one shot at being a good son. And I failed at that, you know. God knows how she's looking at me from up there, whether she's in her hell or purgatory.
I don't think you failed at that.
And, well, I didn't go to, you know, I didn't do what her dreams were, well, whatever. But if my mother wouldn't have passed away, I would have been a different human being altogether. I don't think I would have been doing what I'm doing now. You know, for me to become what I'm doing now, I had my ass lit under the fire. You know, we talk about all the time about our mutual friend. We have a mutual friend that will not quit his job. Mm-hmm. And he's lived in this town for 15 years, and he's had very minimal success. And the guy's talented, but I'm telling you, it's because he hasn't quit his job. Because he doesn't have the fire under his fucking ass. So whenever he goes into those audition rooms, or he does all that shit, and he goes all the way to the end, his mind doesn't take the mile because they're comfortable. And he's never going to move forward until he quits that job. Never. It's going to be, he's never going to book nothing. When he goes in there and that hunger is shown, it shows for a reason, man. And people buy it. Like if you're selling something and people see you're desperate, they smell it on you.
Yeah.
But when you're an actor or you're a comic or that desperation becomes motivation. Do you follow what I'm saying? That desperation becomes motivation. If I have a gram of blow and I got to sell it to you to eat tonight, I'm going to sell you that gram of blow. Do you understand me? What I was lacking in my career as a stand-up comic wasn't the funniness. It was that I wasn't selling nothing. I wasn't telling nobody about it. I wasn't telling nobody what was it. This podcast gave me the first level of telling some people what was in my heart. And either you get on board or you don't. Writing and twitting and shit like that tells people. And I say some fucked up things, but my heart's in the right place.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just really weird that I would have been a complete different person, Lee. 'Cause I was soft, man. But because my ass was lit under the fire, you know, I understand. I still don't wear underwear today. I have a box of underwear at the house, brand new ones, and I wear them to work out because I want my dick looking like Arnold's and shit. You know, remember when they took a picture of him on TMZ with his dick moving around in Santa Monica? That's why you wear underwear. But the reason all those years I didn't wear underwear is because I knew I could do without. I got to learn what you could do without, you can move forward. That's why when people tell me I need to do this, I look at them and go, what are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? You know, my uncle, who we did the interview here with that time, my uncle gave me the biggest lesson in life. And he's like, I'll help you. I'll help you with what's coming to you. But all your luxuries, you're not going to get a dime out of me. Weed, booze, the movies. You know, I'll give you a place to stay and I'll fucking feed you. And that's what, you know, I had to learn how to get on my own. A lot of people don't know how to do that. We had this discussion today. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't know how to leave in the daytime at 8 in the morning and come back with $50. I will leave this motherfucker tomorrow at 8 in the morning. I'll come back with $48. But I'll come back with something, even if I got to rob a fucking purse at 5 o'clock. Because that's the way, you know, when I was out there, that's how I was banging it. So now I took that same energy and I twisted it over to this and I put it into stand-up. For years, when I was out here, that's why I don't understand when stand-ups go away on the weekend. I don't know about weddings. I don't know nothing about these things. You know, we had an interesting talk this morning about guys with sports. That when I was in Boston, some guy came up to me. He's like, not for nothing. You have heard Dean on your fucking show. You know, why don't you ask him about the early calls? You know, it's ruining MMA. And I looked at him and I go, don't you owe your credit card? Don't you owe credit card? Do you not owe credit card money? Yeah. Then why are you worried about Herb Dean? He ain't worried about you, bitch. He ain't worried about you. These guys that are into sports and they call up, I think the third draft pick should be. Do you owe money? Yeah. Then what are you doing on the phone talking about sports? You fucking Momo. What the fuck is wrong with you? And I learned what was important and what wasn't important and what you could do without. That's why a year ago I was telling you on a Sunday, I don't know what it is to sit in front of a fucking... When I went to the UFC this week with Joe, I'm very thankful that he gave me a ticket and I went and sat. But by the third fight, there's got to be something else I could be doing to make fucking $3. Mm-hmm. There's got to be something. People at home are like, Joey, don't you relax? What fucking relax? What fucking relax? That's what the problem is with people. Everybody wants to fucking relax. Everybody wants to go on vacation. Everybody thinks they have a vacation coming to them. I've never seen nothing like this in my life. People, I have friends that go away in Jersey every 8 months. Like they think they have a vacation coming to them. Then you talk to them and they tell you how rough life is. Yeah, but we're saving money because it's tight right now. He got his overtime cut. Then what the fuck are you doing in Bali?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing in Bali if you got your overtime cut? I don't understand prioritizing in life, So, what are we talking about, Lee? When they get me
It's
started?
just...
You get me over here all high and shit.
I mean, I don't know what it is for other people, and we were talking about it, and it's just... I could blame food addiction, and I think that's part of it.
You got no food addiction. You got no food addiction.
They're definitely...
You don't eat in the morning. I don't know what the fuck you're eating.
Yeah.
I know you're eating chocolate bars somewhere, But I tell you what the problem is, Lee. You don't want to move. I love you like my brother.
No.
And for the love of Christ, I never seen anything like that.
I work hard, but I'm a lazy motherfucker. I love...
You cannot...
Yeah.
We live in California. How the fuck are you... There's days I call you and I go, have you been out in the sun? No, and you giggle. And I gotta tell you, ain't nothing funny.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. I
just
call
how
you
I
at
am.
4 and you haven't showered.
Well, that was this weekend. I showered.
No, I don't give a fuck. You gotta wash that ass when you wake up in the morning. That's part of being, cleanliness is next to godliness. And then at 4, you gotta take another shower, even if you didn't do nothing. That asshole gets stinky, and those balls get fucking stinky.
You never spend a weekend if your wife isn't home?
Not in a million fucking years would I allow that to happen. You ever at 2 o'clock in the night, you scratch that nut and smell your fingers and see if you're gonna go to bed with that stink nut on your fucking. Are you crazy?
No, I mean...
Are you fucking crazy?
I agree with a lot of what you say. Sometimes...
That's part of getting up. That's part of getting moving.
That's true.
That's part of getting moving. How can you not take a shower? That's part of the whole movement. That gets you going. The blood hits the circulation. You bend over. You wipe your ass. You clean your toes. That's the fucking initial. You put your clothes on. You go out. You see the sun. You say, Lord, thank you for giving me a fucking another day in this miserable fucking life. I'm going to take this and I'm going to make this day into something. And you walk around the block and you're back in a half hour. And you moved. And now that doesn't give you a green light to go eat a fucking Yum Yum donut like I used to do. I used to walk the Yum Yum donuts. That's not a bad move. But, you come in plus the
That's
fucking
something
points.
I would do.
Sure, but if that's what it takes to get you out of the house,
Yeah.
then so be it. If you tell you, me and Terry used to do it way before. When we fucking moved up here and I was starting the walking binge before my knees got fucked up, we would walk every night to Yum Yum, get a donut and then walk home.
Yeah. That's the thing. I've never gotten in the habit of... I'm in the habit of hanging out and being on the computer and watching TV. I need to get in the habit of getting out. I feel like if you do it every day, then it doesn't feel like hard.
And dog, right from here.
Yeah.
Right from here. You gotta know where to go at 9. Right from here. D'Agostino's coming at 10. You're sitting here in this fucking darkness. Get out. Go for a walk down at 10th Planet. 10th Planet Burbank is down the corner. Go see a little dragons down there jumping up and down, and you walk back. Mm-hmm. And it's 20 minutes when you really think about it. And it's weird because I like walking to that weed store by my house. And sometimes if I'm right in the morning, I go, fuck it. At 10 o'clock, I'll walk over to the weed store, even if I don't need weed. I'm not smoking weed. I just walk over and get like a cookie.
Yeah.
And put it in my desk just to get me out, Lee.
That's why...
Just to get me out.
I was always big, but I put weight on here because in Boston, I had to walk everywhere.
No, there's no... Here, it's very weird, but, I don't know. What are you going to do in the gym if you join the gym? What exercise are you going to do? What are you going to focus on?
It's just cardio, so biking. I've heard spin class is really fun. I see that's the thing. I don't even know where to start. I honestly just need cardio right now, I think.
Just walk. Yeah. Just start with walking. After you walk 30 days, then we'll go join the gym and we'll see where you're at then. Something that, they have a beginner's class to get you in slowly. You know, you're a young guy, so in a year you'll be in a lot better shape than I'm in, no matter what the fuck you do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even in good shape. I'm just saying that. I try to do cardio, but I'm still breathing heavy. I'm not gonna lie to nobody. You know.
That's why I was on that dog thing for a while because I felt like it would force me to get out of the house, but it's so much responsibility. I wouldn't want now. What do they know if I don't get out of the house? They have the fucking the pee-pee pads. It drives me nuts. So people don't leave the house now with the dogs, and it's just it's a lazy culture. Fucking, they have those websites you can get food delivered 24 hours a day. It's an easy thing to do to put on the weight. It's fucking if I didn't want to, I could not leave the house.
In the back of your mind,
yeah.
Do you think at times television and media wants you to be heavy at times?
Fuck yeah, because then you're at home.
Feel that?
You're watching TV. I'm not really big into conspiracy theories, but if you're not out there protesting, or if you're not out there, if you're just sitting at home watching TV, looking at the ads, you're not doing anything. You're not going to notice them doing stuff. You're not going to get mad at them for doing stuff. I really think entertainment is a way to make us, especially with the phones, it's a way to make us not notice things. Like, especially at the airport, when everyone's looking at their phone. That's why I think people don't get mad at TSA, because you gotta just doing that.
That's why I don't put Facebook. I have Twitter on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I have Hotmail on my phone. That's it. All those other avenues I do not have on my phone. I don't want to be on my phone all day. I don't want to be part of the internet all fucking day. That's why I do what I gotta do in the fucking morning, and I get the fuck off that. I get the fuck off that, because you know what? If you do look at it all day, there ain't nothing on there. There's nothing on there.
Well, there's nothing.
Nothing on there. Nothing that has nothing. No, Lindsay Lohan lost her kid while she was She lost 18 fucking kids. She's been doing blow for 30 fucking years. All of a sudden, she lost her kid. She didn't have sperm in her. You know, no.
And the big thing, and people learn it at work, because there's no real. The biggest thing I've learned doing this is, I'm making less money, but I'm happier and I get more done. There's no reason to be in an office for 40 hours, 60 hours a week.
No.
A lot of that time is spent on the internet. So fucking you find the things, you go look at menus. Yelp is great, but Yelp, a lot of people are just looking at the foods, and it's
You know how many times I've looked at Yelp? None. How many times I looked at Instagram? None.
Oh, I don't have Instagram yet.
It's ridiculous. Off, yeah. You let come into your life to distract you what you left to come into your life to distract you. And there's things that you know you have to do, you just refuse to do them. I talk about me. I've been having a lot more success lately when I just open up my page to write, and when I connect it to Twitter and Facebook, a little something for the fucking late night crowd. You know what I'm saying? Let's take, yeah, tremendous.
I'm gonna mark that chair for when we move. That's your chair.
You like that, huh, cocksucker? It's probably marked already. It's probably melting. The leather is melting. The Corinthian leather.
Yeah.
But what are we talking about?
Just how fucked up technology is, and the thing is, it's kind of like what you were talking about earlier, where people who get entitled when they sell their soul. It's really fucking easy, and it's really fucking entertaining now to watch a clip or watch a movie or do all that stuff on your phone. And it'd be better not to. The biggest thing for me, I don't sit on the couch. I go home, I have my laptop and my phone on my bed, and I have a TV in the bedroom.
That's even worse.
Yeah, it's terrible. I have to get out of there. I don't spend any time in my living room. I'm in my bed. It's comfortable, and it's fucking easy, and you gotta get out of there.
How many bags of chips you got around there?
I don't have any.
I know you got jelly beans.
I have no
peanut butter.
I have no food in my room. But Paula yelled at me because I wanted to get a mini fridge for drinks in my room, and she's like, "You can't fucking have. It's 2 steps. It's 10 steps to the fridge." I was like, "Okay," but I thought about it. I wanted a fucking mini fridge.
Like, you're young.
Yeah.
You're young. You know, I can't believe some of this shit. I can't believe it. It's not. Maybe it's a generation gap. You know, maybe it's. But I can't believe it at times.
And it's getting worse. I honestly think it's getting worse. That app, people told you about Vine, the video one. There's 6-year-old kids on it. So there are parents who maybe aren't home with their kids, or they have to work too much. And I think kids are just going to get fatter. Honestly, I think in a few years. I mean, that's why at movie theaters they're putting new seats in. It's because people are too fat to sit in them, and they have to put bigger cup holders in it.
It's amazing. I don't remember coming from Cuba. I don't remember none of that shit, but I remember my mom going, you could stay in front of the house. And it went, you went out all day.
Yeah, I never did that.
You went out at 8 in the morning and you played till 12 and you went up and got a sandwich. Then you went back outside and you played again till dinner time. And then if you were lucky, your mom would let you go right back out and you ran and every day you pushed. I remember crossing the street. I remember crossing Broadway in New York City. My mom going, do not cross Broadway. What? As soon as she stuck her head back inside, I counted to 10. I would run right to the corner and we'd run across the street and run back. That's why when I see these lazy motherfuckers waiting for a light and walking like dump-da-dump-da-dump, I fucking go crazy. Like the ones that by the library when I'm walking over, those things that they have, those yellow things across the street.
Yeah.
That you have to stop your fucking car. And it's always some kid with a backpack walking that should be running across the fucking street like I used to run across the street. There was no 30-second light that blinked and told you 28, 27, stop. You ran across that motherfucker. There was no instruction. You took a chance, bitch.
Yeah.
You took a fucking chance, So now you don't, I did all that. And then when we moved to Jersey, it was till 10 o'clock at night. Till 10 o'clock at night. When I was in Fort Lauderdale, I was talking to Kathleen Keltos, and she goes, I remember you hearing the basketball. They lived right next to the basketball court, and my father having to go out there and go, guys, really? And it was you. And he would say, fucking Coco, he won't go home. When I wanted to be good at basketball, I knew there was only one way to be good at basketball. You had to play fucking basketball.
Yeah.
Jerry West took 300 jump shots a day. 300. Boom. Beside the games and the running and the riding the bike and the layups and the fucking sprinting. He took 300 jump shots a day. That means he jumped 300 fucking times a day. I did that every day for 4 fucking years. 5 fucking years. From the 7th grade to like junior year in high school, even when I wasn't playing. I would get a ball and go out there in the winter when I would shovel the fucking courts. You want me to get people to call in here and tell you how me and Chucky McBreen used to shovel the fucking... Better yet, we'd walk to like a court that had good competition, and we'd shovel the court so the kids in that neighborhood could come out and we could play against them. I'm going to have Chucky call in to tell you what the shit we were doing at 14 in the 8th grade. When I graduated in the 8th grade, it was one of the snowiest years ever. I didn't graduate in the 8th grade because I had to go to 5-star basketball camp, and it started like June 28th. You were out of school by June 10th, but it snowed so much in 78 that we were in school till the end of fucking June.
Oh, wow.
And it snowed, but we think guys like me and Chucky and Whitey O'Donnell and Mahoney and David Ruiz, we stayed in? Fuck no. As soon as they called school night, we called, get your gloves, bitches. We wear it was so cold out the ball wouldn't bounce. When the oxygen in the fucking ball will not bounce. That's how cold it was out.
That's hysterical.
So, so it started then with me. When I got to be about my junior year, I went from, once my mother died and I started lifting weights with those guys, my appetite went nuts. And I went up to 194, and one summer I went on a tuna fish, American cheese, and milkshake diet. The whole summer. I would drink a protein shake in the morning, a scoop of ice cream, 16 ounces of milk, 3 scoops of protein, 4 eggs, wheat germ, fucking everything in that thing. Vitamin C, fish liver oil, and I just guzzle it, the yoo-hoo, I guzzle it down, and then I eat a can of tuna with crackers with no mayonnaise, just hot sauce for lunch. You have no fucking idea. And I used to live with Danny Bianculo. Danny that calls here?
Yeah.
When I told the story about me sweating on his cousin when I was up doing the fucking upside down bench presses and I had a sweat bead on my nose. And when I went to hand him the weight, the bead went off my nose and into his fucking mouth. I mean, this is...
So when did you start putting the weight on?
When I moved to Los Angeles. When I moved to... Doug Stanhope has a picture of me in 97 that I was about 235. Then I immediately went up to about 265.
Because you're fucking driving and it's...
And I was okay, but I was also bad sleep. Mm-hmm. Bad sleep contributes to it. Not drinking enough water. I wasn't taking vitamins. 0 exercise. 0 muscle, because the more muscle you build... See, right now you're 25. You could start lifting weights for your weight loss program.
You think so?
I know so, because you're going to lift light weights and do reps so you fucking burn that fat. You burn
lifting weights. See, I don't even know. This is how stupid I am.
Yeah, no,
lifting
no.
weights burns fat.
Well, if it's lightweight,
okay.
5 sets of 6 builds muscle mass. If you drink protein, people will argue it's 30 grams of protein 5 times a day to gain muscle mass, like real muscle mass.
Okay.
Now they have protein shakes that are 42 grams of protein and 58 grams of protein. When I was into it, it was 30 grams of protein per meal, 50 grams, and that's a lot. Like if you look at a can of tuna and 2 eggs, it's 15 fucking grams. You still gotta eat. What's going on? Is it sound bad or something?
No, it's fine.
Because you're looking at it like somebody took you $10.
Just checking.
And that's what it is. So, like when I went on this, when I was started at this weight loss, I was 418. And what I do is I go to the gym, to the YMCA, and I'd ride the bike every day more and more.
Yeah, that's what I like.
When I first went in there, it was 3 minutes, my friend. I was sweating, breathing heavy, dizziness, saying I wasn't going to come back in there. But every week I'd do an extra minute. And then you start doing a 3, and then I would go on the punching bag. And I wouldn't move my feet. I would just move my hips. So I would be going, like from here to here, boom. And I'd just be moving. I'd do it for 30 minutes. And that's it. And I stuck to my Weight Watcher points.
Yeah.
I wasn't eating edibles. And they're easy. It was very surprising how easy it is. And I understood why people just said, fuck it. I understand. Because nobody knows where to really start.
Right. It's hard. It's especially for people who've never done it. It's a lot easier to do what you've been doing, and it sounds like I'm complaining. I'm not. I don't mean to complain about it or whine about it. It's just, it's never been who I'm always going to be a bigger guy. I'm never going to be a weightlifter guy, but I do want to be
healthy,
a healthier fat guy.
You can't walk from here to the car and be sweating profusely.
No.
You can't do that. I understand. Like I said, for years, I lived across the street from the YMCA, and I wouldn't go. You
know what? The thing that got me this weekend was when we went to Vegas. I, just by the grace of God, didn't need the seatbelt extender. Like, it clicked. And I was like, fuck, if I need the seatbelt extender, that's a bad thing. So I was like, okay. Let's hit that level again. Did you ever have to use that at 418?
Fuck yeah. All the time. When she was showing it, I'd call her over. She was showing him, give that to Uncle Joey. Now I got 3 or 4 inches. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And it was getting tight there for a while. For about 3 months ago, it was tight there. When Terry had the baby, it was tight a little longer than 3 months ago. It really is fucking amazing, man, the weight thing with this country. But it's just uneducated. People are just uneducated. It's nothing to do with laziness. Once you understand how easy it is, that you have to burn more than what you put in, and then you find tricks. Like if you got to eat 3 apples to get started, then you eat 3 apples, bro.
Yeah.
One thing about Weight Watchers I learned, that's one of the greatest sayings. If you're not hungry enough to eat an apple, then you ain't hungry.
Right.
Then you really ain't hungry. It's a beautiful fucking statement, It's funny how this weekend I was writing, and I'm writing this autobiography. And I was thinking about how I really never had anything about the latter years. I have all the things in the early development of what I was trying to accomplish, which I have no fucking idea. But I had nothing later on. And something on the plane, it was a long fucking plane ride to Orlando. I was writing, and it made me think about 1993 and what my life was like and how simple it was and how that's when the beginning of this started. So
where were you in 93?
Okay, so in 91, I separated from my wife. In 90, 90, October 90. By 91, I was doing comedy, I think. Oh, no. 91, October 91, I separated from her, and I decided to go for it. And then I went into a coke haze and pills, and I went back east, and I stayed with Georgie and Mike Ronnie for a while. And then I got my life together a little bit, and I realized how badly I want to do comedy, and I was frustrated. There's nothing worse than having a dream, and you're fucking frustrated. You want that dream to speed up. You just want it to get to a place where at least you're coping. And I knew that I had when I was in New York those months, I was in New York for 9 months. I then got on stage 8 times. And I'd walk around telling people I was a comedian, but I was just, the addiction had me. And every time I go to do comedy, I'd stop in the city and buy coke. And by the time I got to the club, I'd do a line of coke and then leave.
Oh, jeez.
You have no fucking idea. So for you people who are trying to get into anything, whether it's playing the piano or going back to school, we all fucking procrastinate. I don't want you to think that we don't, one of the purposes of this podcast is we all put our pants on one leg at a fucking time. I'm sick and tired of this people looking down and saying, who gives a fuck? And I went back and I got this apartment. I dated this girl and she lived upstairs and she had moved out. One day I seen the landlord and he liked me when I was dating her. And he goes, what's going on? And I'm looking for a place. He goes, I'm renting my down place, $400 a month. And it was basically the Rocky apartment. Okay, it was basically Rocky's apartment. It was a small kitchen, a refrigerator, a living room with a door, and the bedroom was so small there was no room in the bedroom. It was just a bed.
You just open the door, yeah.
The door didn't open. I took the door off the hinges. The door covered. That's how small. I would just go to the bed and fall over.
Yeah.
And walk to the side. And I had an air conditioner. I bought it for $100 cheap, and the apartment worked for me. It was and I think about that apartment. If I ever made money, I was going to go buy that apartment because there were so many aspects of that apartment that, first of all, the walls were littered with cocaine.
Oh yeah, was it the one you threw the cocaine into the wall?
I used to throw the empty packages, and one night I said, "There's got to be cocaine in one of the packages." And I ripped the wall down, and the landlord goes like, "What happened in here?" "Oh, nothing. The wall got wet." And it was also where my dream of comedy came from. It was fucking bad. Like, it was just bad. I would go do these rooms at night, and I was dedicated at the time. At that time, I knew what I wanted to do. I knew what needed to be done. I'd started comedy in July of 91. It was January of 94, and I had to fucking do something. Mm-hmm. My ex-wife was barking on me. I was 31 years old at that time. I was doing comedy 3 years. I wasn't really even committed to comedy. I was just telling people. That's why I'm okay with jiu-jitsu now. Because even if I go to jiu-jitsu once a week, I know as long as I go, that's the most important thing. I wanted to go to class tonight. I know my knee wouldn't hold it. I have an audition tomorrow at 11 o'clock for a great movie. I'll tell you about it in a second.
Oh, cool.
And I don't know if I'll make 12:30 class, but I'll do something tomorrow. I'll hit the bag, and then I'll work out with John Evan on Wednesday. I'll just do a private and work on sweeps and escapes and shit like that, because I know that when all this gets better, I'll put more time into it. Sometimes in your life, you can only do something once. So it's when you say to me, I haven't been able to go. That's when I have to look at you and go, come here for a second. There's 7 days in a week. There's 5 classes. You couldn't make one of them. That's how busy you were. And you go, well, you can make one of them.
Yeah.
One of them is all you need to keep you alive. If I go to one jiu-jitsu and I do 2 kettlebells and take a walk around, and then when I travel, I jump in the pool, I did my quota for the week. I stretched. I got the blood going, And it was just really weird. I moved into this apartment, and I knew what I had to do, man. I really had to go for it as a comedian. I had a day job. God knows what the fuck I did. I know drugs were involved. I know drugs were involved. I'm not going to lie to anybody and tell you that at this point I was still a fucking nomad. I was still a fucking renegade. But it got to the point where I respected comedy. I got to respect it. And I knew that there was no fun, no money, no sucky. No sucky, no fucky. That meant if I didn't get on stage, it was just like when you were a kid and you told your mom you didn't go to school, and at 3 o'clock you tried to leave, and she goes, where you going? To play. You didn't go to school today. You're sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel better than I can't take it. And you're like, holy shit, she fucked me. Yeah, you were sick at 8. I wouldn't want you to go out and get sicker.
Yeah.
Do you understand me? You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
So I knew in my mind there was no cocaine till I got on stage. Mm-hmm. And I had built this thing when I was in Boulder. And it was really weird. I was having a hard time. That guy, Matt Woods, insulted me and told me I should just quit if I wasn't going to commit. And that really fueled me. And at that point, I was going anywhere to do comedy. I was going to poetry readings. I was a fucking animal. And I wasn't getting anywhere. HBO wasn't calling. I had 18 minutes of material, but HBO wasn't calling. And it's so frustrating for people at home that whatever you want to do, whether it's ballet. And I would fucking go home at night. At that time, there was a comedy newspaper. And I would read the paper. And at the back of the paper, it had all the comedy clubs. And I would circle the ones where I wanted to go. And I would cry. Because in my mind, I was ready. Jesus Christ, I was so far from being ready.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I was ready. I just need HBO to see me or Jay Leno or somebody. And I'm going to make it, And I think back at those times now, and I'm going, well, how fucking retarded was I? Was I fucking crazy? Running those leads. And yeah, there's people who at 3 or 4 years, they're running with people, but you always got to catch up. Some people are more gifted than others in the beginning, but somewhere along the line, that harder worker, if you slack, I'll catch up to you. And that's exactly what happened. There was a ton of people who were better than me and they had the mechanics. And I don't even think I'm that good. I just got the mechanics and the basics down. My voice is higher. These are little things you learn throughout the year. But that apartment, Lee, that apartment meant so much to me. Like the day I die, I guarantee my spirit's going to want to go to that apartment and just say goodbye because my heart was broken in there. Like I was at my bottom ever. That's where I lived when I punched John. That's where I lived when I was fighting with my wife, when the cops came. There were so many breakdowns. My addiction was fucking horrible there. It was horrible in that apartment.
So on paper, you should hate that apartment.
No, because I owe it a lot. I owe it a lot because it didn't kill me. I didn't die in that fucking thing. That apartment, I still remember getting in my car telling the landlord I'm coming back in 3 months. I loved that apartment that much. It was so nitty, so gritty, and it smelled like pain. And it was clean. There was no mice. It was fucking clean. Brand new carpet, the paint. I had a TV. I had a bench for the dinner table. Mm-hmm. So if you came over to eat, I'd take the weights off. But when I was there, I'd put the weights on. I had a Sony Trinitron. I would lift weights, and I'd do bench press and bent over rows. I had 2 dumbbells, and I would lift weights. That was my living room. And I had a couch I bought for $30 and a fan. I had the air conditioner in the room. And in that refrigerator, there was never food, not once. In the 2 years or 3 years I lived there, it was just fat tire. That's when I used to drink 2 fat tires for every 8 ball.
You had a system?
In those days, I did. So, I think about that apartment, and I think about the pain I had in that apartment, how I felt fucking stuck. And I really wasn't. I was just making my plan. Fidel went into the mountains to make his plan. Mm-hmm. It took him like 3 years to make his plan. Then there was no stopping him. And that's what I was doing in that little fucking apartment. So for people who thought I was procrastinating or whatever, I was just setting up my mind for what was coming. When I left that apartment, I never looked back. From comedy. I never ever looked back. It was like, that was my basic training. I did it. On Mondays, I used to go to an Australian bar. It wasn't really Australian. It was just an Australian theme. Yeah. And they had a stage, and in the back, they had a little room built into the wall like a cave. And there'd be 10 people there on Monday. And I'd go there every Monday and do 15, 20 minutes. On Sundays, I used to go to a square line. Do you know what line dance is? Yeah. They used to have a line dancing class at some country bar. And I would go there, and it's from 7 to 8. They did comedy after country line dancing. I would just drive there to bomb. But I went every Sunday. Tuesdays, I go to Club 56 in Commerce City. They gave you They gave you a $25 gift certificate for food. And plus they bought you dinner that night. So you could either drink or whatever, and then I hit somebody with a microphone in the head, and they 69 me out of there, whatever, 86 me out of there. And then on Thursdays was, what's the Mexican bar in Burbank? Across El Torito.
Oh my God, El Torito.
How horrible are those fucking things?
Yeah.
You eat in there, your fucking intestine comes out of your asshole. You gotta tuck it back in. I went there for happy hour. Somebody told me about 2 years ago, go there to happy hour. And I went there with my wife to the one across from the Tonight Show. I almost fucking died of herpes. No. What do you mean no?
The food there.
It's horrible. Yeah. Horrible. But they used to have an open mic on Thursday nights, and they give you dinner and a gift certificate for the following week. So that's what I did every Thursday. It was 50 miles from my house. I would borrow $3 for gas for the Acura. And I would drive all the way down there.
You would drive there for a free meal? In
those days, you had to. And then Friday and Saturday, I wouldn't do comedy because that's professional comedian night. So sometimes I grabbed a guest set, but I was so fucking frustrated because I wanted more and I wanted it fast. But that place taught me patience. So sometimes you just have to. I know I get a lot of emails from people, and they're young people, and they want to do this and they want to do that, and they get frustrated. I got some really disturbing emails this week. And listen, man, it's like Lee said, when you lose your keys and you get frustrated, that's when you're not gonna find them. It's when you sit down, make a plan, and it's tough for a guy like me to tell you because I never do this, but I do know that a man without a plan is not a fucking man. So whatever you're trying to get yourself into, ballet, writing, fucking stand-up, tiptoe dancing, I don't fucking know, bow and arrows, it's a process, and it's a slow fucking process. And if you want to rush it, yeah, you'll make some quick strides, but you're still going to have to put the time in at the end. So, you know what I'm saying? Let me give some shout-outs, cocksucker. There's no call tonight. This is straight OG gangster. You know what I'm talking about? Death Squad Australia and the rest of the Death Squad community. I fucking love you, cocksuckers. Inside Billy's head, Joe Aaron, my buddy WWF guy, Mustafa Ochoa. I like it. Leo Hernandez and Stephen Buse, you bad motherfucker. Bad motherfucker. I also want to give a shout out to On It this weekend. I slept 3 hours Sunday, got off the plane, went home, did the turnaround 180, and stayed awake all fucking day. And I felt tremendous. I didn't take a nap. I went to dinner with the family. I went to the park with the baby. On It works, guys. I'm sick and fucking tired of talking about how On It works. I'm sick and fucking tired. Sick and fucking tired. Whether it's the Shroom Tech, the Alpha fucking Brain, the Ropes, they're coming out with new shit. They just did a breakthrough, not a breakthrough, a press release on the Alpha Brain, you know, the Shroom Tech Sport. I took the Shroom Tech, Immune, because I was going to be on the plane in Disneyland and Disneyville with all those fucking kids. So I took fucking Shroom Tech Immune for the plane and stuff. Guys, if you're not fucking around with On It, you're slipping. You're really slipping. Go to the On It. Go to onit.com. Look at all the shit they got available. Then go to joeydiaz.net and there's a box there. Go to that box and press in Church CHURCH. You get 10% off. Plus you get on the list. They got a Stay On It program where we send you stuff at the first of the month. On It is great. We're not fucking around. Go to onit.com. Go to joeydiaz.net. Look at the tour dates. Maybe I'm coming to your fucking hometown. Whatever the hell you want to jump up and down and take an edible with Uncle Joey. Lee's going to Austin with me.
Fuck yeah.
You know, shit like that.
Come to
so
Austin.
go to joeydiaz.net and see what we got. Also, for you fucking bearded motherfuckers, Lee included, Dollar Shave Club. Dollar Shave Club. Fucking, listen, people hit me up with emails every week thanking me for anything, whether it's Dollar Shave Club, Hulu, On It, because they know I don't fuck around. Go to Dollar Shave Club. They got 3 different packages to you. Why are you fucking around? They can make you look like Liberace. Look at me. I'm an ugly motherfucker, but the skin's looking a lot better. You think that's because I'm doing something? Yeah, I'm drinking water. But that shave butter, tremendous for the ingrown fucking hairs, okay? The shavers, they come $1, $6, and $9. 3 different packages for your fucking budget. You know what? You can't do the dollar one. You can't do the $1 a month, which is $12 a year. Then you know what? You deserve to grow a beard and fall asleep and wake up when you're 80 like Ichabod Frame, you fucking momo. They got a $6 plan. You get the razor once a month. Plus, you get 4 packages. How many razors? With 4 razors a month with 2 fucking blades. If you get the $9 package, you get the 4 razors with the double blades and the aloe strip. You'll look tremendous. Also, for an extra couple dollars, some extra Adidas, you get the 1 wipe Charlie's, your asshole. You can wipe your nutsack. You can wash cum off her tits. Whatever the fuck you want to do. And her tits will smell like peppermint. Guaranteed by Dollar Shave Club. Go to the Dollar Shave Club box on joeydiaz.net and press in Church CHURCH and get your fucking deal. $1, $6, and $9 if you join through us. Stop fucking around. Stop kidding yourself. You know what I'm saying? Orlando was fucking great this week, Lee.
Yeah.
You know, there was a lot of Jews at that hotel. And it must have been Passover. They got like
it was Passover.
They got like a 10% code or 3%.
And you called me from that bar, and I was like, that's exactly why I don't date Jewish women.
Oh, my God. And you know, the Jewish women, let me tell you something. I've always been a fan of Jewish women. I love them. I know they're dirty. They smell like fucking matzo ball soup with their feet and shit. I love all that nasty stuff. But then you have the other side of those Jewish women that look like me. And they wear slippers. You ever see the size of their fucking feet? If you weigh over 250 fucking pounds, don't put slippers on, all right? Your feet are flat and fucking disgusting, especially if you're a fucking woman. If you weigh over 190 pounds, do me a favor. Don't wear fucking slippers on your feet. Your feet are fucked up and they're big. Put combat boots on. Stop embarrassing yourself. You ever see a big chick and she comes out with that hunk of fucking foot? It looks like a fucking man's foot. What the fuck is wrong with you? It looks like a hunk of fucking foot. What's wrong with you women? I love you to death. But if you're as big as I am, please, wear fucking combat boots. Don't show nobody your hoofs. Don't show nobody those fucking hoofs. Those Jew hoofs were fucking ginormous, bro. Yeah. They had the black things on their head with the long skirts.
Okay.
All of them had fucking ugly feet.
Yeah.
There was a Jew at the gym that was on the treadmill. I was checking out her feet. Fucking ugly as fuck. This bitch couldn't even climb a tree with those fucking things. Usually you could hoof up the fucking tree with those nails. Oh, my God. I don't mind coming on your feet. I don't want to suck them and smell them like these disgusting people.
Right.
When you pull out, you give them a little jack to the feet. Women love that shit. A little something for late night.
Right on the feet?
Sure, right?
Never had the desire to do that.
That's because you're a fucking half a fucking momo. That's why you never want to sniff.
What do? You pull it out, you walk around, you're like...
You just pull it out and you go, give me that foot, bitch. And you know what? And you fucking crack a nut right on that foot. It's all over the shot. Yeah! Gotta get it together, Lee. You're slipping. It's Monday night.
How bad was the flight there? Were there a lot of kids on the flight?
Fucking half the plane was filled with kids jumping up and down. Everybody wants to be Mickey Mouse. But you know what, man? I had a great time in Orlando. The food was tremendous. You know, the UFC put Joe up at a great hotel. So I got the Mucho of Joe. I stay on the 14th floor. I don't bother nobody. It was $32 for fucking the breakfast buffet. I went down there and
that was my favorite phone call of the year.
Oh, tremendous.
He called me, he's like, Lee, how much do you think a bagel with lox is? And I was like, oh, this is going to be good. I was like, $10. You're like, $19. You're just reading the menu. You're like soup, $9.
$16 for chicken noodle soup, people. $16 for chicken noodle soup. $18 for pasta fazool. $45 for a fucking small steak. Oh, it was $39 for steak and eggs. How's that one for you?
Yeah, room service is a lot.
But it was $32. I don't eat room service. I refuse to fucking pay $39 extra. I don't like food in my room. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't like food in my room.
Because you probably don't have them cleaned during the week.
I don't like food in my room, even if I have them cleaned. I don't want nobody in my fucking room.
Right.
So I came back, and I took my wife to dinner. Well, my wife was the one that said, we're going out to eat, the baby. And we had a coupon for Artie Morton's. I got like 10 fucking coupons. So we went to Artie Morton's. The place is empty. We go at 3 o'clock for a reason. The baby, I don't know, she's fucking moves around. Go to Artie Morton's. There's 3 waitresses working. I sit down. Next thing you know, the fucking place is empty. Lee, we're the only ones in there. There ain't a soul in there. A couple comes in, they put them right behind me.
Yeah.
Then a table of 6 came, and they put them right to my right there. The guy's head was right there. I couldn't even finish my meal. I was so fucking furious. I couldn't even finish my meal. Why do people do that? And I called her outside. When I was outside playing with the baby, I go, listen, when somebody's paying $40 for a steak, they don't want to sit next to them. I don't give a fuck what management tells you. You think those people you sat next to a baby are fucking happy right now? And she looked at me. She never even thought about that.
Yeah, they probably
stupid.
Cut all the servers. So like, all right, just sit everyone in that one section.
It was 3 o'clock. Fuck no, I don't want people sitting next to me ever again.
Yeah.
And I told her, and then the manager came over. He's all right. I go, no, it was all right. So they put fucking, the Jackson 6 next to me. I don't need these fucking people next to me, man. This is rude. I got my baby. I feel bad for them. I wasn't feeling bad for me. I was feeling bad for them. Yeah. The waitress didn't fucking plan. And that's part of these people. They're not trained anymore. But you understand, my wife is like, they don't train them. No. That's not training. That's common sense. You hear my kid yelling and screaming, why would you put a table of 6 next to fucking nice white people, next to the fucking baby? I wouldn't do that. I'd say, come over here deep. Get the fuck away from that fucking pain-in-the-ass baby. That's what I would say to get an extra tip. Seriously.
Yeah.
I don't want to put you... That's what that's what a real hustler does. Come here for a second. Most waiters will put you next to the baby. I don't want to put you over there. He's a great kid. She's a great kid. But you guys are eating. I don't want no fucking kid dribbling and fucking running around you. That's okay. Most people go, that's okay. No, it's not. Once you've given birth and you've had your kid, you don't want to hear somebody else's fucking kid.
Right.
You just say it out of being polite. You know what I'm saying? But me, I would never take my child to a movie theater. That's just me. Because I would hate to impose on other people. That's why I had my wife make the reservation for 3. Because I know Mercy's a fucking nightmare. She wants to run around. She wants to, she was banging the fucking plate with the fucking thing. The macaronis were going up in the air. I pay. I'll drop an extra 20 or 30 on a fucking tip just to have her there.
Yeah.
That's not the point. The point is, I don't want to sit next to a kid. It's like when me and we'd all go on the road. Me, Eddie Bravo, Tate, Duncan, Ari, and Joe. We got a table of 6 gorillas. And you put a family with 6 kids next to us. It's not going to work out for you.
Yeah.
Because we're going to talk loud. That's just stupid. That's common fucking sense. That's the other thing that's been forgotten about in this country. It's just common fucking sense. This isn't brain surgery, half this shit. This is common sense. We're talking about podcasting today and the mistakes people make with podcasting. And it's like, this is common sense. And these are people who went to college, who took marketing classes and took all these high-level classes that didn't bring nothing from it. Mm-hmm. Because you know what, bro? You can learn all you want, but unless you do. Once you start doing... See, my background is from drug dealing. And this drug dealing and car sales all mixed into one thing, and now I've translated into this comedy. And this is why I get up at 6 in the morning and I tweet. And this is why I do the things I do. I love doing them. I enjoy doing all this shit. But I can't if you're funny and you have something to say and you have a podcast, you're not going to find it by osmosis, bro. If I want people to come to my San Jose show or my Vegas show, July 18th, I got to talk about it, Lee. Right. I got to post it. That's what I didn't do for years. It's not blowing my own horn. I can't do that shit. I don't know how people do it. But I can't expect you to come or be a part of something if I don't talk about it. And I have friends that their podcasts, people don't listen to them, and then they get mad. They go, I don't know what's going on. Well, I looked at your Twitter feed. There's nothing about your podcasting. You're wishing your niece a happy fucking birthday, but your niece don't put no fucking money in your pocket. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm trying to fucking say to you here? Listen, man, and I don't want people to think this, but it's not all about money, but it's all about getting ahead. And it's the same fucking difference. That's what we're all trying to do. But when we slip into that thing, then well, my life isn't about money. Well, what is it about? How are you going to get to fucking eat? How are you going to get the nice things that you want? How are you going to put your kid in a nice school? How are you going to get the shoes you want? How are you going to take your girlfriend to Vegas, Lee? Mm-hmm. That don't come from fucking osmosis, right? You have to make moves to get that money.
Right.
You could be nice. If you're nice, you're not going to be able to go to Vegas. When you're a nice person, you're never going to be able to go to Vegas because you're not making money. You're not sticking up for yourself. You're not telling people what you're worth and what your value is. Correct or not correct?
No, that's right.
To you, Lee?
Yeah, and I think that's the difference between, for the restaurant example, I think that's the difference between a corporate restaurant and a guy who owns a restaurant. Because a corporate restaurant like Morton's, they probably have a book that they give to all the hostesses, and they say, you sit them here, and they have a guy who's been there training them. But if you owned your restaurant, you'd probably tell, they wouldn't have to worry about corporate rules or whatever. And you could just tell them, don't sit anybody next to anybody else.
But what I understand is corporate. I want the best restaurant in corporate. So I'm going to incorporate what I have to offer into my waiters and the staff and the management team. I'm not in the restaurant business, but I know different things. Arnie Morton, first of all, is missing $1 million. Put people at the bar. Let them have a drink first, then move them. I don't give a fuck. Get them to go have iced tea at the bar first. Slow them the fuck down. There's so many different fucking things. They come up to you and they tell you the special like it's memorized. I don't want to hear that shit. Put some motherfucking flavor to
it. Yeah.
But you understand me?
Yeah.
I could do these ads how they want me to do them, and you know what? Nobody would go to Dollar Shave Club. Nobody would go to fucking Omni. They wouldn't. If I tell you the shit they want me to fucking say, people, I would embarrass myself with the shit. They write stuff, these speeches that these marketing companies write, these executives, these fucking morons, because they sell from what's in a book. They don't sell from what's in their heart. They don't fucking put Hulu Plus, whatever. I can sit here and Hulu Plus is great. They offer great movies. No, you fucking moron. This is what they fucking offer. I'm saving you fucking money, okay? At the end of the week, you want to save a little fucking Gitas. That's what Uncle Joey's here to do. You don't have to do 1,000 other things. You could watch Hulu Plus on your Roku, on your smartphone, on your iPad. You could binge. You could do whatever the fuck you want with your life. You could watch 20 shows. You could take the day off. You could whack off in the fucking bathroom at North Hollywood Park and watch a fucking movie. I don't think they have porn on Hulu Plus. No. But my point is, they got movies. They got fucking, what's the other shit they got? They got your Shark Tank. Yeah. They got original programming now. They got all this stuff. But if I read you the shit that they want me to read, you go, Joey, how fucking corny are you? You ever listen to something and somebody goes, speaking of the weather, umbrellas are us, and you're like, oh my God, that's horrible. Just go fuck the rain. You know what? I got the best umbrellas in town for you. And that's the same thing I got to offer you with Hulu Plus. I don't have to fucking be corny about Hulu Plus. I'm giving you a great deal. It's $7.99 a month, and I'm giving you 2 weeks for free. If you go to the webpage, you get 1 week for fucking free. Fuck that shit. Go through the church and get 2 weeks. What do they got? You go to joeydiaz.net. They go to the box, and what do they press in?
Joey,
Joey. Bam, just like that. 2 weeks on the arm for free. Who gives you 2 weeks worth of shit? 2 weeks, so it's $7.99 a month. So I'm basically giving you $4 for fucking free. $4. Who's giving you $4 fucking dollars? All right, that's what they do. Hulu Plus. You know why they do that? Because they know once you get in there, you're gonna fucking love it. They got everything you like to watch, plus shit you haven't watched that you've thought about it, you've heard about. Oh my God, I've never seen this show. Well, bam, there it fucking is. You want me to read you the list? I can read you the list and what it says on here. It's two guys. I just broke it down for you. You understand me? You're losing money. You're wasting your fucking time. Go to Hulu Plus, get 2 weeks for free, and after that, $7.99 a month for fucking life. What do they press in the box? Joey. When you go to joeydiaz.net from now on, you're just not going to go to Hulu Plus or the On It box, or you're not going to go to fucking Dollar Shave Club. You're also going to go, and if you need a mug or a fucking patch, don't show them shit. Fuck them. Go to the webpage, cocksucker. They got eyes. Any of these things, you go, you like it. That's it. That's how you fucking do it. But if I read you what these motherfuckers wanted me to tell you, oh my God. We'd be here for 2 hours and we'd get nowhere. You go, Joey, get the fuck off the mic.
But that's the thing. So for the restaurants, the first guy who owned it probably agrees with you. But then they have more, and then they start making a little bit of money. And let's say they let a server go off the rails. What if that server says fuck and he insults somebody? So they have all those things in place now, so no one gets offended and no one goes outside the box.
Listen
so
to me.
They can plug
Good service, and good work. Nobody will get offended. When a waiter is good, there's nothing bad than having a fucking bad waiter. If I tell you I want my steak well done and you bring it back to me raw, I'm agitated. I'm fucking hungry. Now I got to send my food back. That's a bad experience.
Yeah.
Okay? He didn't do his fucking job. If I'm sitting there and I don't have something in front of me, that's a bad fucking waiter. I'm always communicating with them. I'm always asking them how they are. I'm not going to McDonald's. Let me ask you this. What if the guy at McDonald's hired a guy, paid him $10 an hour to ask you how your meal was?
They had that where I grew up.
In that McDonald's.
They had an older guy.
They don't have it no more.
Yeah, they should, yeah.
And they have a guy that would come up to you, bring you a straw, ask you how everything was. He wiped down the tables. He didn't really wipe down the tables because he had to be like a manager-looking guy. That, it's like when I went to Chicago and I seen the owner of the restaurant walking around shaking people's hands, saying thank you.
And that's why he owns that restaurant. Any of these chain places, they get so nervous about it, and they want to be able to place anybody in. They don't want anybody making noises. Anybody could be a server at a chain place.
I remember I wanted to be a server at, not a server, a bartender at one of those chains in '84 before I left, and they wanted me to be a cook first. But to be a fucking, what the fuck was it? It's one of those popular chains.
Chili's, Applebee's.
One of those. It was way before those.
Oh, okay.
An East Coast chain. And they wanted you to be a cook first before you became a bartender. I was already a bartender in the city. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll be a cook. And I went down and looked at their food, and I'm like, dog, I can't serve this shit.
Yeah.
But here's the other thing. All right, so a general manager comes into a restaurant. He wants to apply his policies or the corporation's policies. Yeah. The corporate policies. And he also wants to, somewhere around that, he wants that restaurant to reflect what he's about. Whether he's a hard worker, whether he's customer service based, everybody has a different where they come from. When you're an MMA fighter, you either come from Muay Thai, boxing, wrestling background, jiu-jitsu background. Probably this guy's customer service. Maybe this guy was a chef at one time. He's into presentation. They turn that restaurant into what they have. Now, also, if I'm a corporation and I put you as the general manager, I'm going to give you a taste at the end of the year. So I'm going to give you 6% of the overall gross at the end of the year. Right. I'm going to put, if that's what motivates me, that's where I think outside the box.
Well, that's where you think so. But what they think is they have a setup plan that they know works, and their restaurant will make $1 million. They could put it, and they could have people doing what you say. But if some people don't like that, some of the older people don't want that sort of thing. They just want the same experience they've had at Legal Seafoods forever. If they lose money, then he gets fired. He knows.
But he's not going to lose money. He's only going to do better, Lee.
But it's like having a day job.
Lee, look. When I go to Legal Seafood in Boston, that fucking general manager, nobody came beside the waiter and asked me how my food was. But if that general manager took 2 minutes and came and asked how his food was, and did you try the dessert? No, we don't have room for dessert. Wait a second. You haven't tried the fucking General Marmalade here with the shrimp flavor in the asshole? No, I haven't. You don't know what you're missing. Let me give you a sample. That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly my point.
Even if they get fired, it's $5 out of their pocket. It's going to sell. We're looking at the bottom fucking line, Lee. If I put what I'm talking about, not everything is black and white, Lee.
Oh,
That's why you have failures. Because in this world today, in this corporate world today, everything is black and white. Yeah. But it's not black and white, and that's what I'm telling you.
Oh, I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying this is why they're not doing it.
No, these guys are scared. Everybody's scared of losing their fucking job. Yeah. So then when they do a bad job, they're going to get fired anyway. I'd rather go the extra mile and try, because I could always fight for it. I could always go, listen, they didn't like me because I gave away a dessert. But in my defense, I was the highest grossing fucking Artie Morton's in the region for 6 years. Yeah. And the bottom line speaks loudest. Yeah. The bottom line speaks loudest in those places. So this is what I'm trying to say. There's certain people that'll be fucking goats and sheep all their fucking lives. And that's the result they'll get. When they retire, they get a gold watch, and everybody else is stealing, making millions, but they got a gold watch for fucking working 30 years like a fucking animal. You understand me? The goal is to get the fuck out of there. It's like the comedy store. People get mad at me because I don't go to the comedy store. The bottom line of the comedy store is getting out of there. It's not staying there.
Right. Yeah.
It's getting out of there. It's going through there, making your point, and getting the fuck out of there. If you go back in there after like 7 years and you're dangling around, I don't know what world you should have moved on a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I know Ari still goes there, but Ari goes, during the week to fuck around. But it's not his end all be all.
Right.
You move out of that fucking.
Who had that joke? It was like, I think it was a Cat Williams joke. He doesn't fuck with people who are still selling weed. It was I was watching one of his old specials, and he's fucking great. But no, it's crazy. And it's like I called American Airlines today because I was booking my thing, and every window and aisle seat they were charging you $30. You couldn't choose a seat other than the middle.
Why did you call them? Why did you go online?
I did go online. I booked my ticket, but you couldn't choose a window or an aisle seat without paying extra money. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll call them and do it. And she's like, oh no, every window and aisle, like they get you at every angle now. So like the corporate, so I just didn't choose a seat, and it gave me a window, I think, for free. But it was like, if you wanted
Where'd they put you?
17 and 22. So I'm on the back.
On the way there, you're in 17.
On the way there, I'm on 22. I think.
On the way back, you're in 17.
Yeah.
You fucking.
But it's just.
And you're in the window both times.
When I'm in the aisle.
That's not bad.
That's all right.
At least you're not in the middle.
Well, I can't be in the middle, but it's they have so many corporate policies now that just are the most stupid, and it's the same thing. How if you work at a place, everyone has that boss who they hate, who's always going to tell on somebody, or you didn't fill it. It's a big joke from Office Space is the TPS report. And he has 10 bosses come around. Oh, you didn't fill out the TPS report correctly. He's like, well, I got my fucking work done. And he has, every time he makes a mistake, he has 7 bosses who come and yell at him. It's fucking, it's a terrible place. It's terrible.
Too many cheese with not enough Indians. No, it's
too many cheese and I love it.
That's the expression. Too many cheese and not enough fucking Indians. That's the bottom line with that shit.
Yeah.
It's amazing when you go out now how different things are. Today did you see the Diane Sawyer had a thing about Canadian Air, how they throw your luggage.
I saw that.
Did you see that?
I didn't see her thing, but I saw that they did that. Yeah.
And how the Canadian Air called the luggage guy back, and they went into, if your luggage is damaged or your luggage is lost, if you don't call in 24 hours, you don't get dick. You get like, I don't even know how much they give you for your luggage. Even if you got $10,000 worth of clothes, they give you like $1,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
They're fucking cold blooded. But this happens because we let it happen. Mm-hmm. This happens because we let it happen. And I'm giving you $25 for my luggage. I'm giving you $25 for each way. And you're throwing my luggage. And if you lose it, I got 24 hours to report it. That's what you're trying to fucking tell me.
Yeah. I have to call the post office because I noticed my tax check didn't get deposited. Like one did and one didn't. And luckily I have tracking on it. It was supposed to go to San Francisco. It went to San Francisco. And then it went back and forth to Baltimore. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I'm nervous. I have to call them tomorrow and find out what the fuck is happening with my fucking tax check. But it's like, luckily I have tracking on it. So
who put the tracking on it?
I did. Because I wanted to make sure they got it. But, yeah, it's terrible. Like the airlines, luckily I don't fly as much as you do. But it's, they're coming to get you.
I keep my contact with them to a limit. I know, I just know what to fuck with them and how not to fuck with them. I know that's why I pay the full thing. I always try to do something better because it's a fucking nightmare.
I
feel bad for travelers. I feel really bad.
I would love to do a video of you calling American Airlines because I called them today and it took 10 minutes to get through all their menus of like, what's your flight?
Agent.
Yeah.
Agent.
It keeps going.
Agent.
I keep going.
Agent. One more question. Is your flight in the 50 states, North America, or Canada? Yes, it is. Thank you. And they put you. I don't even fuck with them. Is this Jose? Agent. Agent. Yeah, but agent. I didn't know the agent. I didn't understand you. Agent. And they'll fucking put them on. Okay, if you didn't, you'll connect you. I fucking torment them. I say agent 80 fucking times from the beginning. Agent. And they go, okay, we'll connect you. And that's it. Don't fucking around. Don't tell them where I'm going. None of your fucking business where I'm going. It's like when you call people. You ever call somebody and they go, who my ass was calling? Don't matter. What is this about? Don't matter. Let me talk to him.
Yeah.
I tell him just like that. Oh, okay. Yeah, don't matter. What do you care? It's none of your fucking business.
Yeah.
I got VD in my asshole. You want me to tell you? What do you give a fuck about? I got VD in my muffler. What do you fucking care about? Now put the doctor on. It's none of your fucking business why I'm calling you. That's the or they call you and they say he's not available. Then what'd you ask me what my name was? The fuck is wrong? Don't ask me. When they ask me now, is he available? Who should I say is called? Is he available?
Yeah.
You know? The other day I was on the when I worked for Boulder Toyota years ago, there was a you couldn't take sales calls from any phone. You had to call the operator. She goes Toyota sales. You had to call the operator, and you had to tell her what phone booth you wanted.
Okay.
Either phone booth 1 or 2. And as soon as you picked up the phone, a tape recorder went on, and they had a script. And if you stuck to that fucking script, Lee, you would sell 1,000 cars a month. But everybody would say, and I went to battle with the guy who ran the program. And one day he took me to lunch and he goes, Joey, listen to me. You're a great salesman. You're a hustler. You show up on time. Your shoes always shined. You know, we've spent millions into this. How about I work with you on this? And I'll watch you do the money. And we would sit together. And he'd listen like that with speakers. Mm-hmm. And I'd talk to the person. And he'd say, stick to that. And it would even diagram it. If they say that, go back to that. Like, that's how much. And what it was designed to not give any answers. Mm-hmm. Hi, who am I speaking with? Lee Syatt. Hi, Lee. What can I do for you today? Hi, I'm calling about the 82 Mustang. What's the mileage on it? It's blue. It's beautiful. It's 4-cylinder. It's got 390 horsepower, air conditioning. I got it from some lady. The rims. What's the mileage on it? You have to smell the interior of this fucking car. What's the mileage? The tires are brand new. We did a 21 2-point inspection on it. What's the mileage on it? Let me ask you this. What time do you want to come in here? I have a 2:30 and I have a 4 o'clock. This car's not going to last. Do you want to come in here at 1 o'clock? What's the mileage on it? Do you want to come in here at 1 o'clock, sir? This car is going. Hold on 1 second. I have somebody on the lot. And I mean, dog, you sold the fucking car. The other day I sat there and listened to my wife call for an office.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, she's telling them I'm a stand-up and a podcast. And I go, hang up the phone. She's like, what? Hang up the phone. You gave them too much information. You just lost the battle. You don't have to give them dick. But they asked. Fucking go around it. You don't got to tell nobody dick. You don't got to tell nobody dick. What are you telling them all that fucking information for? Stick to your guns. You know? And that's how I do that reverse. Who's I saying is calling? Who am I talking to?
Yeah.
Who am I talking to? And what does it got to do with the situation at hand? Is the doctor available to talk right now? Is he available? No, he's not. Then I'll call back. There's no reason to give him my fucking name. What do you want to know names for?
What do you do at like the grocery store when they say, can they have your number and stuff?
I don't have a number. Don't worry about it. It's like when you go to Starbucks, you're in there tired. Do you want us to fill it to the top? Yeah, I want you to let it go over and boil on my fucking fingers. No, give it some fucking air. Dude, what's your email? I don't fucking know. It's 8 in the morning. Give me my coffee, then ask me fucking questions. Okay? What's with the fucking questions at 8 in the morning? I come in here for a cup of coffee. Give me the fucking coffee. Here's it $2. Do what the fuck you gotta do. What's with the fucking questions?
I think you might have broken your hand like that guy in the UFC fight the other night.
You know me. I'm the toughest fucking nail. This ain't gonna hurt my knuckles.
Oh, I love it.
It's really amazing how we give too much information. You don't need to give nobody that information. Nothing.
You think
Just
you do?
Steamroll these motherfuckers. It's like you're a parrot. I'm a parrot. There's times people email me, they're talking about the winter, and I start talking about the summer. When they read that email, they're like, fuck, we tried to confuse him. He confused us. Also, do not forget about escapepodtank.com. For all your flotation tank needs. Do you understand me? I don't give a fuck. You're going to go to wherever you're going to go and float and pay per session. Get Escape Pod Tank. Go to their website. They have commercial tanks. They have personal tanks for your house. They have industrial tanks. You know, and I don't know if you guys know about flotation systems or whatever. Go to escapepodtank.com. Look at what they got to offer you. If they got something that you like, let's say you got questions, call Jeremy. There's a 1-800 number. Jeremy will answer the phone. They'll help you. It's customer service is going to win you over. You know why I went with them? You know why I work with them? Because they save you $2 to $3 to $4 grand, and the customer service is fucking tremendous. That is the most expensive. That is the most important thing. Sometimes something's more expensive than others, but I'll go with that guy because of the customer service. You're gonna lose. You're gonna go with somebody over $5, and when you're calling for something, they're never gonna call you back. The guy you paid the money to, he's gonna call you back. Trust me, I'm telling you. Go to escapepodtank.com. They're not gonna charge you more. They're gonna save you money. But Jeremy, when you call the 800 number, he'll be as fucking nice as pie to you. Give him a cop. Give him a shot. Also, when you mention my name, you get $250 off. You want to put it in your house, they'll fly out, install it in your house. They have a team that come out to your house. Or you could just order it and do it yourself and sweat and remind yourself of Christmas when you're fucking doing your kids' toys and they don't bring a screw. So just fucking, you know what I'm saying? I gotta let these people know. I gotta draw a picture for these fucking people. Lee, you know when you're fucking around here. I'm sorry about today with the audio sound. Lee's spectacular at what he does, but sometimes the wires get crossed here and fucking the sound goes kaput and it happens. So I'm happy you people listen to. I know it's late on the East Coast. I know it's late in the Midwest. But fuck you motherfuckers. Every once in a while I gotta break out of the mode and listen to a fucking podcast from time to time. I don't even know what we fucking talked about today. But I know I had a good time. And listen to me, it's fucking hot in here. You know, thank God we didn't get this other office. They don't turn the air on Saturday and Sunday. We're going to walk into a fucking oven on Monday morning. But we keep it at 74. 74 does nothing when it's fucking 95 outside. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody wants to keep their air conditioning. We need air conditioning at 50 fucking 5. It's got to be freezing. I want to see you with a fucking winter jacket inside. What good is it having an air conditioner? Oh, it's comfortable in here. If I want to be comfortable, I'll get some fucking Pro Keds or something like that, all right? I want to be fucking cold. I don't even want to beat a fucking sweat. I'm sitting here. Why would I be fucking hot?
I felt really bad. Do you go ever pick up the t-shirts at the t-shirt place? They don't have the AC on there. I felt so bad for the people there today. I was like, oh god, it's fucking.
You went on there today?
Yeah. I was like, it's fucking hot in here.
They had no air in there.
No. I was like, oh, these poor people.
Fucking animals. Fucking people. Fucking animals. To save what? And you're going to have uncomfortable employees. Then when they rob you, oh, well, he's a piece of shit. He robbed me. Next time, get fucking air conditioning.
One of the nights, when I worked a night shift, they said, bring a fan. They turned the AC off at night. I was like, fuck, all right.
Bring a fucking fan. So anyway, as you guys know, next Wednesday we're doing a live podcast at the Ice House, 8 o'clock, 4:30. And then the following week, I'm at the Camelback Casino in Santa Fe with Ari Shafir. It's a Saturday night show, May 10th. Then the following week, myself and the Flying Jew from the 15th to the 17th will be at Cap City Comedy Club in Austin, Texas.
Oh, shit.
He'll be down there selling some fucking T-shirts, eating some fucking goomies, and having all that fun
Some
stuff. Some goomies, a bunch of them. And for you people from the church, thank you for all the love and support you give me and for coming to the shows and for just loving me and Lee and for what we're doing. You know, we try really fucking hard here. We're not some Johnny-come-lately motherfuckers. We try really hard here, and we're happy that we know you have a lot of fucking options. So for you guys to tune in and give us the love you give us means a lot, you know. So thank you very much. We'll see you guys Wednesday with Ed Suarez. Nice and early, 6 fucking o'clock in the morning as usual. We love you, motherfuckers. Stay black.
Oh, shit.
Where's the music, Lee? You're slipping.
Hold on, I gotta read the script again.
Jesus Christ on a crunch.
Now that the show is over, don't forget to sign up for Hulu Plus for your free trial of Hulu Plus. Hulu Plus lets you binge on thousands of hit shows anytime, anywhere on your TV, PC, smartphone, or tablet. Support this podcast and get an extended free trial of Hulu Plus when you go to huluplus.com/Joey or go to joeydiaz.net and click on the Hulu Plus banner. And don't forget to sign up for dollarshaveclub.com. Get high-quality razors sent to your door every month for a fraction of what you pay at retail. Go to dollarshaveclub.com/church or go to joeydiaz.net and click on the Dollar Shave Club banner. And again, thank you to escapepodtank.com. Get your flotation tank. It's at your house. You don't got to float with random people. Mention Joey Diaz, and they're going to save you an additional $250 off.
Stay black. Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. Wiggle funk with Joey Lee. Let's see what you got for Papa.
What do you know about this Joey Diaz?
Let me see, baby. Let me see what you got funk with Joey. What shit? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Look at you. Let me see you do it. That's it with the hands. That's it. You got to shake that one. Go like this. Like that. Let me go. And then you go like this with the cowbell. Comes in. Go. Let me see if you do that. Like this. Like a genie. See, if you ate ass, you know, you eat that motherfucker. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Fart in my mouth. I love it. Fuck it. Have a great week.